Time to read the news and weather. Time to figure out what to say. It's time to turn the channel of the Keeler Show today. Why do we always listen?
Keeler's always in the know.
It makes me want to call him
And tell him where to go.
And now let's get things started. Andrew, let's get things started.
It's time to get things started.
On the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Keelerational. This is what we call the Keeler Show.
This is Keeler in the Morning. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Well, good Tuesday morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. First of all, I want to tell you two things. I just want every morning I yearn for one thing. If I can drive down the road and have somebody that's slowpoke just pull out in front of me.
Yeah, that's always convenient.
Please do. I invite it. I enjoy sitting there and then slowing the speed down to whatever it is you are doing.
Keeping you on your toes.
And then I got to tell you, yesterday, one of the most, sometimes I just feel like, this just happened. I have to talk about this. At a grocery store in Clinton.
Okay.
Now, I got to tell you something. It is annoying. Cell phones have done a lot of good things. You're stranded out on the highway. You make a phone call.
Right.
Boom. You have help on the way. But they've also, people are nuts. So a woman, let's say two women, probably 20 years my senior. So that makes them ancient. There's a woman on the cell phone, and she's talking away. And not really paying attention to the fact that her and her cart are blocking the way for everybody to get through.
Oh, so they're in the aisle of the parking lot, like the drive.
No. This is in the store.
Oh,
in the store, in the aisle leading the cross aisle that leads to all of the checkout cash registers.
Gotcha.
And the woman is talking away loudly, I might add. So
yeah, there's no real volume control.
First of all, I just want to say, and this is a positive, I was simply a bystander. But at one point, I thought I was going to have to step in and break these two up. Now, this is in Clinton. And she's just talking away and just blocking the other woman from being able to get by. And instead of saying, instead of the old beep, beep, that you might do in your car, this was laying on the horn. And the woman trying to get through said, "Excuse me, I'm trying to get through."
So they were
both... you're there inconsiderately talking on your phone.
Oh, so she went all out.
Huh? Oh, yes.
So these were two older women?
Older.
Oh, boy.
And then the woman on the phone interrupts her very important phone conversation to call the other woman a bitch. And then the B word was returned by the other older woman.
Oh my
Only
gosh.
she, prim and proper, utilized, would it be an adverb in front of it? Which is if they added the effing to biatch.
Yes. They added their own little twist.
Wow. And I'm going to tell you something. For that moment, for that very, very moment, that moment right there, I'm thinking, I am so glad I chose this time to come to the grocery store.
Why did I come here?
No, I'm happy I did. I got to see.
You got the blue-haired battle.
I got to see it. Yeah. And, well, the blue-hair thing is kind of gone because, when you see the 88-year-old guy and he has jet black hair.
Yeah, right.
That's where we are today, I think.
Or they only do like the mustache or something like that.
Right.
That's when it's really accentuated, when they go
Right.
all the way through.
Oh, all the way through. And the black actually has a little bit of a red tint to it. That's also. Anyway, that was my moment. And I got a chance to see the two of them go at it. I will say, once we got through and the woman on the phone went away, I at least, because I'm stuck well with the woman who used the FNB.
Yeah, so you don't want to make her mad.
No. I was just like, can you believe people these days? Here, go ahead. Let me help you get the groceries out of your cart.
Please don't hurt me.
Please don't hurt me. Bob. And she said, I know who you are, Bob Keeler.
Bob. Yes, no, Bob's my cousin.
Yeah. Good morning. What was the final score? I'm not talking to you. Just sit there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Siri, what was the final score of the Monday Night Football game last night?
The Texans bested the Cowboys by a score of 34-10 yesterday.
Oh, good. I don't have to do sports anymore.
Let me tell you.
The Cowboys are in a world of trouble.
What was the score at halftime? See if she can get those. Hey there, Snippy. Hey, Siri, what was the score at halftime?
I found this on the web.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So that
She
was
didn't
able
find
to.
it. No, she didn't find it.
She's lazy.
Piece of garbage.
F&B.
Anyway, notice how the voice has changed a little bit? It's a little different now.
Yeah.
The Siri voice. Oh, we have much to do, much to get to. This year, Thanksgiving travel, I think, has already begun in some situations.
I think so.
Some people have already begun making their way home or wherever, but we are expecting to see record travel on the Thanksgiving highways. We'll talk to Tanya Powers on that coming up. Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce, Carrie Puleo is in the business of the year. I saw her yesterday. We were doing a little thing. Do you know that the New York Sash Teddy Bear Toss, I was doing a little thing for the open house program with New York Sash.
Yeah, right.
And they, I was there. I am the person. Gary came to me and said, do you know of a client that might be interested in this promotion I'm going to start, the Teddy Bear Toss? And I said, I know the perfect client, Scott and Jill at New York Sash.
Yeah.
So I took it to them. They loved the idea. We had like 1,700 that first year.
I know. It was unbelievable.
That was impressive.
For a
We were
first-time
like,
event.
holy cow. But it was going to be like a one and done. And then Gary's like, I think we're going to do this every year. Is Scott and is Jill, are the two of them interested in being the sponsor indefinitely? And they said, absolutely, and the rest is history. Their kids were like
They
little
haven't
kids.
looked back. I know.
Well, they're going
Now
out
they're
onto
both
the
in
ice.
college
Yeah.
now.
Dr. Ken Hall is on later on this morning. We have Habaika's Free Money Question of the Day. Today, Davey has decided that we're going to give somebody another chance to win a gas card from the amazing people over at Cliffs. You qualify with a $25 gas card, Davey, and then what happens? Then we get like 8 qualifiers all week long, and then what do we do Friday?
We get 4 on the app, 4 on air, and then Friday we put them all in a thing, and then we do like a Plinko board.
Yeah,
and
and
they
pick
win
one winner.
$500.
Yeah,
This is the
one
final
winner.
week.
$500.
I love that.
Did you move what I put on there from yesterday? Or did I put it in the wrong place?
No, I don't think you put anything there.
I did.
What is it?
I'll have to go back. Maybe I put it on the wrong day. I don't think so.
Dr. Chmielewski?
No, it was something else. I'll tell you without talking on the air, but it is happening today, so be aware. The mayor will be in the 8 o'clock hour. And I know I put it on this.
Mayor Galimi?
Yeah, I know I put it on the
That's
sheet.
fine.
It's not there.
It was
I
not on
think
the
you
sheet.
secretly erased it.
It was not on the sheet.
Undermining my efforts, you piece of garbage.
No.
All right, major stories in the news this morning. We're in terms of weather, we are going to get another day, and I thought by Wednesday things were going to turn, but another day in the 50s. This this is nice. The sun's been shining. We get a little bit of
Very
rain.
nice.
Then we hit the low 50s. I'd like it warmer, but this is not bad. But then things could turn. And for the weekend, we could see a lot of rain, but also there is a high chance of mixed precipitation. I hate to say that to you, but there is that opportunity coming up. As we head into the weekend, we'll talk about that coming up as well. I do want to go to holiday travel right now with Tanya J. Powers, who's standing by on the line right now. Tanya, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Boy, I got to say that stabbing yesterday. I'm just whenever I talk to you, I always think New York City. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But that
We're
stabbing,
changing up the topic.
the stabbing yesterday in New York was terrible. This maniac out there just stabbing people at random. It seemed like.
Yeah, I mean, you're changing the topic to one that I'm working on a story on as we speak.
Okay.
Actually, I have a new story that hopefully I'll be able to get filed in the next hour or so, and you'll have some new stuff on that.
Well, it prompted me to say to my child, who is no longer a child, who is living right in one of those areas.
Oh my gosh.
Keep your eyes open. Because I got to tell you something. The mental health issue is just so crazy where somebody like this will just try to push somebody in the subway or just start stabbing random people. We were just over in that area. We took, Tanya, the what do you call them with the cars? The ferry. We took the ferry from that United Nations area all the way around New York and back up as if it was a tourist boat. And it cost us like $2, $3 a piece. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that is one of the hacks I tell people when they come here.
Yeah,
is go over and take the ferry because it's one of the best sightseeing. If you just want to go around and look at at Manhattan and get really good pictures, that's one of the cheapest ways to do it.
It is. It's like $253 a person, and they have a little bar on board, so you can enjoy yourself.
Always a
all the
good
way.
thing.
All right, here we go to Thanksgiving. One of the places you find incredible traffic is New York City, but around the country, Tanya, we look like we're in for a record-setting year once again when it comes to travel on Thanksgiving.
Yes, it could break some more records, as you said. There is also some weather that could snarl some of the traffic in some of the areas. And I think our folks at Fox Weather have put together a piece on that, what they're expecting as far as, the weather forecast for Thanksgiving and, the surrounding days. As far as the travel, on the whole, the folks at AAA, of course, that's our go-to, they project that 79.9 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the holiday travel period. The holiday travel period, that's one of the things so when is this? That is, obviously the days around the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
We should look for, I believe it's the through Sunday, returning home on Sunday. I think it's Tuesday through Sunday are the days on that. I don't have it in front of me right this second, but I'm pretty sure it's a whole, it's several days. Obviously, it's not just Thanksgiving and the day after. But yeah, it's about 1.3 million more than last year compared to last Thanksgiving. So that's nothing to sneeze at. It is also beating pre-pandemic numbers as far as their forecast goes. I think it was like 70 million then, a little over 70 million.
Yeah, it is. It just seems like a lot of people are planning to travel, and even as early as this weekend, it will begin. With those who are able to take the whole week off next week, sometimes they will travel. But the reality is that Tuesday to Sunday seems to be the very, very peak time, Tuesday and Sunday, where you got to, and that means you really have to be careful for the other guy on the road. You got to be looking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the good, I have some good news. Even though you're probably going to see more people on the road with you, gas prices are down. Let's just today, the current average for a gallon of regular gas is $3.06. A year ago, it was $3.31. So just to kind of give you an idea of sort of where we've come down about 12 cents since a month ago, and since last year it was $3.31. Now it's $3.06. But at least we got some cheaper gas prices
Yeah.
to go kind of along with that.
And you know what we're finding up here is you can find every once in a while you can find a really good deal because of a gas war. There are two gas stations battling it out. I mean, we're below $3 in a couple of spots up here.
I know. I got to take advantage of that more.
Yeah.
There you go.
Paying all this
There
gas.
are opportunities. All right, Tanya, as always, we appreciate what you do. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. I
And watch
appreciate
out for people with knives.
Yeah, please.
Please.
it. Always.
Okay, thank you. Can you just believe that? I mean, just randomly going out there trying to kill people.
Ridiculous.
And probably in this person's head, there's some crazy protection that
everybody's after them, yeah.
They're all coming after him, and maybe aliens or something. You know the name Greg Lowe.
Yes.
That's in the news, and Wolf Speed is in the news. We'll get to that story coming right up at WIBX.
Mattress Express's Thanksgiving annual sale is on from 5 to 11 p.m., all staff working voluntarily. 5 years to pay no money down for qualified buyers or no credit check payment plans. Listen to these deals one night only. Buy a Queen Sealy mattress, $9.99, get a $500 prepaid Visa card. A Queen Smart Bed by Instant Comfort where you can make each side soft and firm, $34.99, a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. No credit check payment plans and cash for the holidays. A Sealy Queen mattress with adjustable base, $19.99, get a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. How about this? A Queen Flex headbed, adjustable base and mattress, $24.99, get a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. Tempur-Pedic King and Queen sets, a $300 prepaid Visa card. Deals, deals, deals. Thanksgiving night, 5 p.m. to 11. Go to mattressexpressny.com. Again, all staff working voluntarily. Come safe.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite.
It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out.
Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
This November, Steve Pawnee Chevrolet celebrates Military Appreciation Month. For all past and present military members, we have exclusive savings for you. Get 0% financing and additional rebates on our top vehicles, like the all-new 2025 Equinox LT all-wheel drive. Drive it home with 0% financing and a $1,000 rebate. Or lease it for only $399 a month for 36 months with 10,000 miles per year. Check out our huge selection of red tag vehicles. Together, let's drive. See why it's always easy to do business at Steve Pawnee Chevrolet in Herkimer or at StevePawneeChevy.com. Customers must qualify with top-tier credit through GM Financial. Must qualify for military discount. Finance offers require a 2010 or newer Chevrolet trade-in. 0% financing for up to 36 months on Equinox stock number 25129. Lease must have current Chevy lease and household. All taxes, fees, $1,000 down, and first payment due on delivery. Must take delivery by November 30th. See salesperson for details.
You're a man with a plan.
I know.
You'll propose to her on that family trip in front of everyone. Brilliant.
I know.
You know the trip is only a month away.
But I don't have a ring.
Luckily, there's GageDiamonds.com with engagement rings in every style for every budget with certified natural diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, and moissanite.
Can I finance it?
Gage lets you buy the ring today and pay for it over time with our no credit needed financing.
Brilliant.
Yes, we are. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagements. Middle name.
Exclusions apply.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Scott and Jill here from New York Sash, where our reputation speaks for itself. Sure, you've heard us talk about how great our windows, siding, and baths are.
But did you know we have over 600 five-star reviews? Here are just a few recent customer reviews that prove we walk the talk.
I couldn't be happier with New York Sash. There isn't another company I would want to have done my home renovations.
I can never say enough great things about New York Sash. Their employees and customer care associates are top notch.
We were so fortunate to work with New York Sash. They really went above and beyond our expectations. 5 stars for a wonderful job that will last for decades.
We could go on and on and on, but you should really check us out for yourself. Just Google New York Sash.
And when you're ready to start your home improvement project, stop by our showroom at 349 Oriskany Boulevard. Give us a call at 624-7344 or check us out at newyorksash.com. But don't forget to read our Google reviews.
Medicare Part D open enrollment is now through December 7th. It can be confusing to compare plan coverages, premiums, and deductibles all on your own. Looking for an easier way? Go to KinneyDrugs.com for a free online tool that helps you compare plans based on your specific prescriptions. Or call 844-653-5063 to compare plans and enroll right over the phone. Ask your Kinney pharmacist or visit KinneyDrugs.com.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire experts. Throughout the entire month of November, take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tires, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at tallmanstire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices guaranteed.
WIBX.
This is Keeler.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM.
Now back to the Keeler Show.
Okay, it's good morning time. Good morning time.
Good guy.
So 6:41, and I have. Let's get in first to the Wolf Speed. Then I have a great story. That is, I can't even believe you didn't run with it when I was running with my personal
Well, your story was very good.
I think yours is bigger than mine.
It was a
to be honest.
busy morning yesterday.
Yours has a public service message with it.
It does, and it's important.
Yeah. All right, let's start with the CEO of Wolfspeed. What do we know?
Well, Greg Lowe, who has been at the helm of first Cree and then Wolfspeed, at least from when the groundbreaking announcement happened, that it was announced that Wolfspeed was coming to Marcy, has been relieved of his duties. He's no longer the CEO. He's been ousted, so to speak.
So the problem with where, and my take on this, the problem with what's happening at Wolfspeed right now is the fact that worldwide, the demand for electric vehicles is down. So they're going to need to, you know what isn't down though? You see more and more people getting electric mowers, electric snow blowers, electric chainsaws, leaf blowers, all of that stuff. There are a lot of those out there now. And I'm sure they do work on all of that stuff, and some of the stuff they manufacture benefits those items as well. But the electric vehicles, that was the explosion that was going to occur for Wolfspeed, and we are delayed. It's coming. It's going to happen. It seems. But we do not have the infrastructure right now to get it done.
Right, and during the big announcement,
or the demand.
Right, during the announcement initially that Wolfspeed or Cree was coming to Marcy. There was the thought that Volkswagen would be 100% electric vehicles by 2025. That's next year. I don't think that's happening.
Well, listen, here's what I think is going to be very interesting. Now that, because America and our politics, right now, basically, if you're Republican, conservative, you are kind of anti-electric vehicle. In fact,
I'm never going to get one.
Oh, who would do that? That's stupid. The beauty is right now, you're going to watch the amazing anomaly in politics. Now that Trump is coming in, and you got Musk there, so there's probably going to be a move towards electric vehicles, and then you're going to watch Republicans all of a sudden flip-flop, and they're going to love the new electric vehicles.
We love them.
I'm not done yet. But then Democrats will now hate them.
Yeah.
This is Politics America 101. Pretty sad, though, isn't it?
It is.
This is how we are as a society. It's crazy.
I just recently had a chance to listen to Greg Lowe at a Genesis
you did?
last month for a lunch, and Tony Passetti did like a question and answer with him. Did you know that he's the head of the Rock and Roll, he's the president of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
That I did not know.
Yep.
Well, then I have arguments with him. There are some people that should be in,
beef,
and some that have gotten in that I really have to wonder
It
about.
really does make sense questioning his decision making.
I don't know what he's doing at Wolf Speed, but he is running the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame into the ground.
So he talked about Wolf Speed, and in like the last 10 minutes of the question and answer,
it was about Rock and Roll
he
Hall
talked
of Fame.
about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was interesting.
That's a nice little tie-in here today.
The article from the Rome Sentinel says that Wolf Speed is taking steps to simplify its business to accelerate the profitability and the build-out of its 200-millimeter silicon carbide plant in Marcy. So that is still the plan, to continue to grow in Marcy.
Well, I think it's a good move.
But it will do so with a new company president and CEO after the semiconductor firm ousted Greg Lowe, who has overseen the company for the past 7 years, transforming it from an LED lighting company to one solely focused on silicon carbide chips, a popular component in electric vehicles. Again, Cree made light bulbs.
Yeah. Here is Richard this morning. I told you last month the company's in huge trouble. Read the article in the Rome newspaper today. It's not painting a pretty picture at all. When a stock goes from $140 to under $7, nothing more needs to be said. Now, the firing of the CEO and laying off over 20% of workers, canceling the expansion of a Texas factory and an overseas factory as well. Bill, they're in trouble. Have a good morning. In other related news, the stock prices on Manny's Cheesecake are going sky high.
Well, it is the holidays.
A little plug there, Richard.
It is the holidays.
Just a little plug for you. All right, anything more on this? We don't know anymore.
We know nothing.
All right. Andrew has a great public service story to talk about this morning. And again, it's like personal experience moment today.
Yes.
We all have something that happened yesterday that is worth talking about.
This was a crazy
incident. This is really awesome.
So I was
I have one of these sitting not anywhere, that's just sitting unused right now. I'm going to find a place for it.
You have to well, I'll tell you the lesson of this and the moral of this, what you have to do at the end of it. I was working out at the gym with a member of my family, actually my fiance's family, and we were at the gym yesterday. I won't say which one. And we completed the workout, and I left the locker room, and she left the locker room, and the person said, my bag was stolen. I go, what do you mean? Are you sure it's not like, some people will move things around.
Yeah.
She's like, no, my bag was stolen. I don't have it. It's gone. So she was talking to the people at the front desk. They're like, well, we can't look at the video footage. We got to call the cops. So I called my fiance to let her know what was going on. And she said, well, track. So this person had their AirPods, but they didn't have.
I just want to say, you are getting married in the spring.
Yes.
And because this to me, you have the most amazing life that when I watch these things happen, because it's so surreal to me. And I want everybody to think about this. Every guy out there, imagine when you propose to your fiance, the person who
correct
maybe now is your wife. Imagine having such a close, tight-knit family that you go and work out with your fiance's mother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, like that. I'm trying to picture that happening. No, I can't. I cannot. I'm trying to think of every girlfriend I ever had before my wife.
Yeah, she's trying to keep me.
I can't picture
I'm
that.
very fortunate. So
there was one I would like to drop the dumbbells right on top of her. That goes back about 20 years.
So I called my fiance and I said, I was letting her know what was going on.
Okay, back to the story.
Yeah.
So you're. I'm sorry to have interrupted.
My future
I couldn't
mother-in-law-
concentrate till I talked about this. Your future mother-in-law it looks like someone stole her bag.
Correct, her gym bag.
Inside the bag, though.
Inside the bag was the case for her AirPods.
Because she was using them. She had them in her ear.
She was working out with them, so she left those in the bag. So my fiance says, well, track the AirPod case.
Are you at a popular fitness place?
Yes.
Okay.
To which my future mother-in-law canceled the subscription immediately.
I would too. Because they didn't do anything to help.
Right. And, she's like, just the fact that happened, I don't want to put myself at risk anymore.
Yeah.
Now you could say, oh, you should like, she's
Sounds
been going
like
there for 25 years and never.
Clientele's a little rough.
So essentially, my fiance says, well, track the AirPods. I said, well, she's got them. You can, under Find My iPhone, you can track left pod, right pod, and the case.
So have you ever been, like, I have put my AirPods in my pocket behind my military grade level wallet, which is made of steel, and it's supposed to protect anybody from stealing your information, and it blocks the signal. I'll be driving down the road and get an alert that says you've left your AirPods behind.
Oh, no.
So then you could go in and into your computer or into your phone, and you could find out where they are.
Yeah.
Ultimately, they were right in my pocket, but it was being blocked. But you're right. You have to turn that on your phone. You have to turn all that on. Maybe it's already on your phone, but you have to turn those things on.
Right.
So that could be for your AirPods. It could be for the AirTags. They've got one now that's like a credit card. It slips into your wallet, and it actually will make a noise if you're trying to find your wallet. But okay, so now you're tracking.
So we don't leave it to the hands. We said we could have easily just called the cops, had them come to the gym.
No.
We had to act, and we had to act quickly.
Because if you wait, they'll be gone.
They'll be gone.
Everything will be gone.
So we ping it to first a location in Utica. So we're in the car, en route. I'm driving. I get my father-in-law to meet us to the next location.
Now you got a whole thing
backup.
going on.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. So we're tracking it, and at first it pings it to a location in Utica. But what we realized, so we had to go there. Nobody was there. We meet with Utica cops, and then I look again. It had then pinged to New Hartford Shopping Center, somewhere in that vicinity.
But you don't know where?
It was one of the locations.
You can say it.
Joanne's Ollie's building.
Ollie's.
Yeah.
Cheap shopper.
Good stuff, cheap.
Cheap shopper, garbage. Just saying. Cheap prices, but you're getting garbage. It'll be you'll buy something that you think is going to last, and it'll just wither away.
So we drive to New Hartford Shopping Center. We were talking to Utica Police to file the initial report, but then we're like, all right, well, we got to get to New Hartford. So they say, okay, we'll contact New Hartford Police and let them know you're on the way.
Okay.
And at no time does the location ever change. So we're constantly checking, and it's still pinging the case.
You're in belief right now that while that this was not inadvertent.
No.
That you're in belief that there is a person, must probably be a woman because it was the women's locker room.
Right.
Who, well, not today.
Right.
Who,
we're assuming,
who took the bag
and just walked
knowingly and walked out with it.
Yep.
Thinking there may be some valuables in there.
Right, exactly. Now,
all right. I'm hoping the story ends where you find out people are better than that.
So we get to New Hartford Shopping Center.
Okay.
Everybody convenes.
Police aren't there yet.
Police are not there yet.
Okay.
Not when I arrive. So we're looking around the parking lot trying to, start to look in cars, which is kind of creepy, but we start to look in cars to see if we notice the bag. I go into Ollie's, and I'm on the phone with my fiance at this point, and I say, I'm telling you, I don't think anybody's ever even seen a gym in here, and I'm just looking around just to see if there's anybody that's wearing gym equipment or anything like that.
Ollie sure hasn't.
He hasn't. Not for any long period of time anyway.
No.
So finally, we spot this. My future mother-in-law spots this Jeep, and in the Jeep's a woman just sitting there, and it looked kind of suspicious. So the cops finally arrive.
She has no idea you're tracking her.
No idea. So the cops come. And we're looking around and said, that woman's been sitting in a Jeep for a little while. And can we approach her? And the cop says, we got to be nice. But yeah, cop goes up to the woman, says, excuse me, and tells her the whole thing. And then he brings out the AirPods case.
She handed it to him.
And said, yeah, I found these. And then so we go back and we drop the AirPods into the case and it pairs. So we know they're hers.
Okay.
So then the cop goes back and the woman says, actually, no, somebody gave them to me. And the cop says, okay, now you're lying to me. You've lied to me once. You're lying to me again. Why don't you tell me the whole story?
Oh, he's good.
Arrests her, pulls her out of the car, cuffs her, put her in the back of the New Hartford cop car.
Are you kidding me?
Cop goes into then has the ability to search the Jeep. And we find my future mother-in-law's bag and all the stuff strewn about the back seat.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
we essentially tracked the woman down and got her stuff back.
This is a wonderful commercial for Apple.
100,000%.
Yeah.
And one thing my future
there
mother-in-law
are
said.
other things you can track, but Apple's really good at this.
She said we're getting AirTags for suitcases
you want
and
to.
wallets and bags.
Because when you
have to.
lose your bags, when the airline loses your bags,
yeah,
you can see it. You know where, and if you can notify that it's in the wrong place before you take off, you at least can get them back, and you can prevent a disaster. That's just there. But you're talking about, listen, you have a kid, place it in their book bag.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, there is
or on the inside of their shoe or something, like the tongue
or
of
make
the shoe
them,
or something.
have them swallow it, and you'll
embedded in their skin.
Please don't do any of that stuff. But the reality is, these are so helpful.
It was unbelievable.
You don't think they are, but look at your story. That is a great story.
So it was a very adventurous morning. But yeah, you could literally see on the Find My app on the iPhone, you could see AirPod case.
And you were able to track it right down to within 25, 30 feet.
Yeah. The general
50 feet of her.
Parking lot of where she was parked.
Wow. Now, some of them also will make a noise where you can hit it and it'll
ding to let you know.
It'll ding so that you can, you can hear it. Maybe you've lost it in your house or something.
My thought was,
battery can't go dead, though. Once the battery's dead, you may be in trouble.
Yeah, right. It may give the last known location, though.
Those AirTags last forever, though.
Yeah. And my thought was, how about this woman probably thinking to herself, I got away with stealing this bag. And then all of a sudden, the owner shows up with the cops.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, that is a great story. And those AirTags are not expensive. You can buy them in like 6-packs now.
Yeah.
But just those headphones alone, the AirPods.
Yeah. The one individual pod, too. So, like, if you lost one of them.
I did not realize
you can find it.
Wow. And that does happen. Stuff will fall out of somebody's ear or what have you. And then I did want to throw this in there. Hold on. I got one more. Another company that's in trouble we mentioned was Spirit Airlines, where they have now filed for bankruptcy. Today is Tuesday is a trigger word. What does that mean?
Tuesday is like it upsets
it triggers
people.
upset
people all riled up. Yeah.
Okay, didn't realize that. What else did I have? McDonald's. Here's one. A McDonald's employee refuses to take an order because he's in the bathroom. A woman videotaped a very strange interaction with a McDonald's employee, not around here, at the drive-thru. All the lady wanted was a small fry, but the employee says he cannot take her order because he's in the bathroom, and he still had his headphones on. So she could hear whatever was going on in the bathroom. He was still wearing his headset. Don't you think a better way to handle this would be, may I take your order, please?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm in the back freezer getting more fries. Right? Today's also National Have a Bad Day Day.
Well, no, we don't want that.
Sometimes if you prepare for it, you may be a little bit better off. Mike this morning says, hey, if we microchip our dogs, we can microchip our kids. Why not? Right? And we do microchip dogs. That's been a big part of that story down in Herkimer County. Got a break. We have news coming up next.
Hello, Utica. This is Carrie Paleo, Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. I'm really excited to introduce more fantastic new businesses that have recently become a part of our thriving community. Be sure to support our new businesses and our local economy.
Manja Macrina, 470 French Road, Utica. T3 Building and Restoration, T3BuildingLLC.com.
Please join the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce in welcoming these new businesses. Here we grow again.
This Thanksgiving, don't let the turkey slow you down. Hi, everyone. This is Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp. Stay active and feel great this holiday season with me and my team of personal trainers at Fit Body Boot Camp. Whether you're looking to burn off those extra mashed potatoes or start your day with energy, Fit Body Boot Camp has the classes and equipment you need. Just give us a call. You don't want to miss these end-of-the-year specials to help you finish out the year strong. Come see us at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Whitesboro and Clinton.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Did you know millions of people are getting prescription medications for weight loss, sexual health, better sleep, and more, all online? RexMD.com has made getting these medications fast and easy, with free delivery of the most popular medications right to your door. Just fill out a brief survey, and if appropriate, we'll prescribe and ship clinically proven options to help with issues like weight loss.
I've lost 45 pounds so far. It's nice to get back into clothes that I haven't been able to wear for a long time.
We can also help with insomnia.
I slept through the whole night. It made me feel very well rested and ready to go for the day.
And RexMD can improve your sexual health.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is happier. I am definitely much happier.
At RexMD.com, we've made the process fast, easy, and affordable. Visit RexMD.com right now to get started. That's REXMD.com.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
From the Stanley Theater Studio, WIBX Utica, Rome.
W295EI.
WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
1,000 days. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That's how long Russia's war in Ukraine has lasted. And another bombing's left 12 Ukrainians dead as Russia's leader also signs a new nuclear doctrine today, allowing Vladimir Putin to consider using nuclear weapons if a nuclear power, like the U.S. or some of our NATO allies, are involved in an attack using conventional weapons. This 2 days after President Biden authorized Ukraine's use of long-range American missiles to fire deeper into Russia. And Ukraine's leader is asking Europe for more help.
President Volodymyr Zelensky is calling for unity to help his forces defeat those of Russia's Vladimir Putin. Speaking remotely to the European Parliament, President Zelensky praised his partners in the West for their support.
Together we have accomplished much, but we must not fear doing even more.
He warned the current contingent of 10,000 North Korean soldiers helping Moscow could grow to 100,000.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. That war's been a topic at the summit of G20 countries in Brazil, where President Biden will soon discuss sustainable development and energy, while President-elect Trump has a new cabinet pick nominating another Fox host, former Congressman Sean Duffy, to be transportation secretary, as the president-elect gets pushback from Democrats on a plan to declare a national emergency before a mass deportation of immigrants here illegally, using military assets. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says
the idea of calling out, the Army into the domestic confines of the United States seems uncalled for.
We expect a court filing today in a Trump legal case in New York City.
Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg's office is expected to tell Judge Juan Merchan how it wishes to proceed. Former and now President-elect Trump was found guilty earlier this year of falsifying business records to cover a payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels. The defense continues to say the case is politically motivated.
That's Colonel Scott. America's listening to Fox News.
Life takes a toll on our bodies. No way around it. Whether it's sitting hours on end at your computer or working a physical job, over time, your body pays the price. There is, however, an effective way to turn back the clock on pain. Relief Factor. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor helps support your body's response to inflammation. The difference, instead of masking pain, Relief Factor helps eliminate it for good. And it's 100% drug-free. If the pains that come with living a full life are affecting you, do as so many others have. Turn back the clock on pain with Relief Factor. Their 3-week quick start is just $19.95, less than $1 a day. When you feel good, it's amazing how much more you get out of life. So visit ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Try it for only $19.95. While we can't stop aging, not yet, we can stop pain. Turn back the clock with Relief Factor.
Hurricane season is soon over at the end of November. Though that doesn't mean there can't be more storms. And Congress is being asked to approve $100 billion in more relief money.
President Biden says emergency disaster relief is urgently needed for areas still recovering from Hurricanes Helene and Milton. Writing the request, the House Speaker Mike Johnson.
We're going to make sure we deliver for the hurricane victims and the people that have suffered from that.
Johnson says lawmakers will evaluate the near $100 billion request. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says.
Homes need to be rebuilt. Schools need to be reopened. Farmers need to help recover their losses from ruined crops.
Congress is working out details on a year-end spending bill needed to avoid a government shutdown on December 20th. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
But hanging over that disaster relief request, a House hearing today questioning the head of FEMA, Deanne Criswell, over claims of anti-Trump bias within FEMA in Florida, avoiding helping storm victims who were Trump supporters. On Wall Street, stock futures are falling after that Russian nuclear report the day after the Dow went down 55 points, but the Nasdaq gained 111. On Monday Night Football, the Cowboys got clobbered.
Houston got off to a quick start with a pair of first-quarter touchdowns by Joe Mixon. The first score was a 45-yard run to cap the opening drive. Mixon finished with 20 carries for 109 yards and 3 TDs. Dallas got within 7 points in the second quarter. Cooper Rush found Kevontae Turpin for a 64-yard TD, but the Texans held Dallas scoreless in the second half. Houston also recorded its first defensive touchdown of the season. Derek Barnett returned a fumble 28 yards to the end zone in the fourth quarter. Houston has a 2-game lead over the Colts in the AFC South. Dallas has lost 5 in a row. Bob Mortale, Fox News.
In baseball, 2 pitchers voted Rookies of the Year. Pittsburgh Pirates young ace Paul Skeens won the National League Award. Luis Gil of the New York Yankees won the AL Rookie of the Year. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Good morning, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM, News Time 7:05. I'm Andrew Derminio. This update brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls. For all your mobile home needs, it's worth the trip. Go to johnsmobilehomeparts.com for more information. The Town of Ohio offices and highway garage were destroyed in a fire on Sunday night. The fire was called in around 4:15 p.m. Town officials say the town's offices, including the clerk's office and the town court, were destroyed. The town's records were substantially damaged. 3 dump trucks, 2 of which were used to plow the town's roads in the winter, were also destroyed, along with 2 pickups and a front-end loader. Highway workers were able to save 3 other trucks that were in a neighboring garage. The town supervisor says they're working to set up temporary offices and that neighboring towns have reached out to help. The cause of the blaze is still under investigation. A burglary investigation from the beginning of the month at the Utica Genesee Street Dunkin' has led to an arrest. Officers with the Utica Police Department were called to the restaurant on November 4th for the burglary report. A suspect broke a glass door to gain entry and stole several $100s from a locked area. Utica police say through surveillance video, the suspect was identified as 36-year-old Louis O. Wright of Utica. He was wanted for a parole violation. On November 15th, officers located Wright and took him into custody. He was charged with burglary, criminal mischief, petty larceny, and a parole warrant. Wolfspeed is taking steps to simplify its business to accelerate the profitability and build out of its 200-millimeter silicon carbide plant in Marcy. But it will do so with a new company president and CEO after the semiconductor firm ousted Greg Lowe, who has overseen the company for the past 7 years, transforming it from an LED lighting company to one solely focused on silicon carbide chips. Wolfspeed said in a press release Monday Lowe will depart from the company this month, and it will begin a new search for a new CEO. The start of winter is just a few weeks away, and National Grid is reminding customers help is available. The utility company has dedicated a website that informs people about bill management programs, energy efficiency solutions, and more. Customers receiving regular Home Energy Assistance Program funding are automatically enrolled in National Grid's Energy Affordability Program. To find out more about these programs, head to ngrid.com. And a banana taped to a wall is going up for auction this week at Sotheby's and could bring in more than $1 million. It originally was an art piece called Comedian by Italian artist Maurizio Catalan in 2019, and it sold for more than $100,000. The value has since gone up tenfold, and while the banana has rotted away, the winner of the auction will be allowed to reproduce it as an original artwork by Catalan.
I would call him a scam artist. That's what I would call him.
Yeah, well, it's only that can allow themselves to be scammed,
I guess.
I mean, wow, that banana.
What we ought to do is just get a frame and put like an apple
Yeah.
Or an avocado. That would be even better.
We can call Apple. We can do the Apple. And we can call it rotten to the core.
Put an air tag on the back so nobody steals it.
I just can't believe what's modern art today. I'm not an expert.
Well, there was
in
the one piece of art that was nothing, right? People would just sit there and stare at it like at the wall. Wow. Or an empty frame, whatever it was. And they're like, wow, this is
mind-blowing.
The person who came up with this idea was brilliant. No, he was also a scam artist.
Scammer.
Please.
WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM news time, 7:09. Your weather forecast brought to you by the new destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville.
Rain in for the end of the week. Mix of clouds and sunshine. Cool out here today. 51 this afternoon. Partly to mostly cloudy skies for us here tonight, upper 30s. Mostly cloudy, cool, low to mid-50s tomorrow. Rain and colder for both Thursday and Friday. High temperatures both afternoons at a low to mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel on WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, we're at 36 degrees under clear skies at 7:10. Sports brought to you by IBEW NECA 43, local contractors. Former Syracuse University quarterback Tommy DeVito is getting another chance to live out his NFL dreams.
This blows my mind away.
I know. The New York Giants announced yesterday Tommy Cutlets will take over for Daniel Jones when the Giants take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Sunday. DeVito ended up winning 3 games last year for Big Blue, but the team has struggled again this season and sits in last in the NFC East. Drew Lock will be DeVito's backup with Jones sidelined to 3rd on the depth chart.
Wow, Davey.
Here's the question that I have. Why wouldn't they go with Drew Lock? He has more experience than Tommy DeVito does.
Trash.
Well, because they're trying to build something, and how old is Lock?
I don't know how old he is, but do you remember like the pandemonium, the fandom, the ticket sales, the popularity of the local boy? I mean, I think he's going to draw.
Well,
they got the
you
whole...
think that's the reason for that?
Well, and he won 3 games.
I understand. Well, maybe he'll
now
do
we
well.
got to see his leprechaun agent running around the stands nowadays.
That's right, wearing those stupid suits. Well, maybe it'll bring a little excitement for Giants fans.
They need something. The Knicks, meanwhile, extending their winning. Oh, by the way, Houston beat the Cowboys 34-10, the final. Wow.
Cowboys, oh boy.
What a bunch of Lulus. The Knicks extended their winning streak to 3 games after blowing out the Wizards 134-106 at Madison Square Garden. The Nets will continue the in-game play, that in-season tournament today. They'll play the Charlotte Hornets at Barclays Center. Islanders defenseman Mike Riley out indefinitely. He'll undergo a heart procedure for a previously undiagnosed condition discovered during concussion testing. The 31-year-old has not played since November 1st. The Owls continue their 5-game road trip when they visit Calgary tonight at Scotiabank Saddledome. The Rangers continue their 4-game road trip tonight. The Blue Shirts will be looking to extend their winning streak to 3 games when they visit Rogers Arena to battle the Vancouver Canucks. The Devils took care of a number of decisions on Monday. New Jersey has placed forward Nathan Bastian on long-term injured reserve and forward Curtis Lazar on IR. The Devils have also recalled forwards Shane Bowers, Justin Dowling, Nolan Foote, and defenseman Nick DeSimone from Utica of the AHL. New Jersey is tied for second in the Metro Division with 26 points at 12-7-2. That is a very competitive division because if you look at it, the Rangers are in 4th in that division with a very nice record of 11-4-1, and they're only in 4th. Luis Heel got the AL Rookie of the Year. The Baseball Hall of Fame releasing the ballot for this year. Outfielder Ichiro Suzuki and starting pitcher CC Sabathia headline a list of 14 newcomers on the ballot. So we'll look forward to that. And then Syracuse Orange football playing this weekend at UConn.
That's going to be a tough game.
They will host UConn. They're both 7-3.
Mm-hmm.
That game is set for noon on Saturday.
I think Syracuse had its best football game in years, in a few years anyway, on Saturday.
Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
I do agree. They came out well-oiled machine on all cylinders.
Yeah, they said this was one of those games where they were out front right from the start, and they never they never tried to give the game away.
And
they looked really good. Meaning this upcoming Miami game, I wouldn't count us out of this game.
And it's going to be mid-afternoon, national ABC, 3:30 next Saturday.
All right, that's good.
And basketball is heading into Barclays Center for like a little tournament. They take on Texas on Thursday. Then they play the winner or loser of Texas Tech St. Joe's on Friday.
This is going to be a tough one. I'm not feeling good about this SU basketball team. Okay, couple things. Did you know and we'll talk to Willie about this. I can't wait to see this movie, and I want to see it in theaters, or any theater, just one, is the Bob Dylan movie that's coming out.
Oh, really? When is that?
Yeah, I think it's soon. December 25th, I think. Christmas time. And apparently, so the question is, people are asking, the actor, Timothy Chalamet, he is playing Bob Dylan, so people are that are seeing this right now are saying, is that him or is that Bob Dylan singing? Now, you know how this can be done. You
can do the AI.
You can do the lip sync. You can do the AI.
But I'll tell you, it's not very difficult to impersonate.
Probably not. Listen in, and you tell me, is this Bob Dylan or is this Timothy Chalamet doing the singing here?
Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains. I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways.
That's the actor.
No, that's Bob Dylan.
Oh.
No, it's the actor.
I knew it.
Can you believe that?
That's really good.
Sounds just like
and
him.
He must be playing too, right?
I guess.
I stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen bit oceans.
They're saying his co-stars are blown away by his performance because it's just like Bob, and it sounds, and he really even looks like him when he's younger. The sad part is right now he sounds more like Bob Dylan than Bob Dylan sounds like Bob Dylan. That is just incredible. I can't wait to see that movie.
That's going to be good.
That is awesome. I want to tell you, if you're looking for flooring, there's one place to go. It's in Sarah's Flooring Outlet, the leading flooring store in all of Central New York. They are home to the largest inventory. There is flooring everywhere throughout when you walk into their River Road Plaza in Marcy, right at the Four Corners. You'll see them, and it's just down the street from us. There you can find a 6-month interest-free financing deal. It's not just right now, it's always. You can always get 6 months interest-free financing. $50 off coupon on the website, and you can see why more people buy from the big store. The selection is greater than anywhere else. They are truly the flooring experts. Not only do you go there because you rely on people who know what they're doing, not only do you go there because you get the best products and the best variety, something maybe that your neighbor doesn't have, but you go there too because you save the money. You save big. It's in Sarah's Flooring Outlet. Sal and everybody over there ready to take care of you. It is located at Route 49 Plaza, River Road, Marcy, just down the street from us, and online 24/7 at sarahsflooringoutlet.com. Davey, it is Hobica's free money question of the day, second day of the week. What are we looking at in terms of money amount here this morning? What are people playing for today?
$100.
You got it up it a little bit. I mean, that was yesterday.
$150.
All right.
Weak.
Okay, we'll make it $150.
Or do you want me to go higher?
We'll leave it at $150 today.
Okay.
I don't want to get you in trouble. $150 on the line today for an opportunity to win.
And take Mike real quick.
From Hobica and WIBX. Also, sometime before 9 o'clock, we're going to give you the chance to qualify once again to win a $500 gas card from Cliff's Local Markets. It's our Free Fuel Fridays.
Free Fuel Friday.
Love this contest. And you have a chance to win a $25 gas card, which we will give you that opportunity at some point before 9 o'clock. And then qualify to win on Friday the $500 gas card. Now, you can win on the air with us, which we will do one qualifier today, or you can also, or should I say, and you can qualify on the web, on the app, if you will. Download the WIBX 950 app to your phone in the App Store or Google Play, and you're one button. You're just a couple of clicks away, and you have qualified to win, number one, the $25 gas card, but then a $500 gas card. It's coming up before 9 o'clock this morning from Cliff's Local Markets and WIBX. Michael, I'll take you quickly. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, this is Bob.
Hey, Bob.
They did try to use me, but I told them they couldn't. I think they used artificial intelligence, Apple intelligence. I think they did that instead.
You think they did?
You know, the times are changing.
The times they have, the times they are a-changing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the Apple intelligence. I did finally get that on there. I've been using it. I do like it a lot.
Well, and right now, are you doing the beta or are you just doing the regular?
Oh, the regular, because I think it says there's further updates, but I did download.
Yeah, you're gonna get probably 2 more updates coming. The next one will happen, I believe it'll be December 1st, somewhere in there, and that one's going to release a whole bunch of stuff, including you can write into it and say, paint me a picture or create a picture of a dog. German Shepherd, and you can't do it yet. It's coming out with the next one. And then, boom, in notes or whatever program you're in, it'll draw a dog for you. Yeah.
Well, that's why they got so many of those nice little memes on that one particular page.
It'll draw anything. It could do cartoon, could be a pencil drawing, whatever. It's just this artificial intelligence. Pretty cool. All right, anything else?
Things I like the most. The three things I like the most. The Siri interaction. When you
it's
you
better.
activate Siri,
Yep.
I like that, and it actually works in the car too with the CarPlay.
It does, yeah.
Obviously, the intelligence is a lot better. The photos, customizing the photos. I was going through some photos, and you know how like you see people in the background.
Yeah, you can get rid of them.
There's a button you can hit, and it downloads it first. So once it's downloaded, then it works every time.
Yeah,
but it automatically pick them, and you just click them, and it just disappear.
Yeah, I like that too.
With the writing tools and the messages.
Yep, love it.
But yeah, I like it.
All good improvements. I feel like if we can do this with our phones right now, in 10 years, what are we going to be able to do? It's crazy. Okay, Mike, thank you, man.
You're welcome.
You have a wonderful day.
Care.
Remember, the times, they are a-changing. Got a break. Okay, thank you. Talking Business of the Year coming right up with the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Carrie is on the line. We'll get to her coming up next.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
It's back, our wish list savings event at Steve Ponte Lincoln. Hi, Steve Cater here. Now, 2024 Lincoln Navigators have 0% 60-month or 1.9% 72-month financing. 2024 Lincoln Corsair has 2.9% for 60 months plus a $1,000 rebate. Also, ask about huge savings on our 2024 Nautilus demos. Save thousands. Stop down and see why it's always easy to do business with Steve Ponte Lincoln, Commercial Drive, Yorkville.
For qualified buyers through Ford Motor Credit. See dealer for details.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418.
Black Friday is on at Mattress Express. Take 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. Save up to $1,000 on select Purple sets, $500 on Tempur-Pedic, $400 on Sealy, and $1,350 on Puffy. Shop nowhere else.
Now through 9 p.m. Friday, stock up for Thanksgiving and save big during the case sale at Bremer's Wine and Liquor. Mix and match your own case of wine and save an unbelievable 20%. That's right. Choose any wine, create your perfect case, and get a 20% discount. Save on any 12 750 milliliter bottles of wine. Save on any 6 1.5 liter bottles of wine. If you drink it, if you love it, you can save 20% on it now during Bremer's Case Sale. Plus, you can save throughout the store with everyday low pricing on our boxed wine. And we've made shopping easy and convenient. Place your order online at bremerswineandliquor.com or save $5 on your first order with our mobile app. Request delivery and we'll bring your order right to your home. Or choose in-store pickup, and when you get to Bremer's, we'll bring your order right out to your car. If you love it, we've got it. Make your own case and save 20%.
But it all ends at 9 p.m. Friday.
Stop in and save at Bremer's Wine and Liquor on Commercial Drive in New Hartford.
When you don't have enough to eat, all you think about is food. That makes it hard to give your best.
Nearly impossible to feel your best.
And it makes tough decisions even tougher.
At Food Bank of Central New York, all we think about is food too, and how to get it to the people who need it most. Think you can help? Give today at foodbankcny.org.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Did you know millions of people are getting prescription medications for weight loss, sexual health, better sleep, and more, all online? RexMD.com has made getting these medications fast and easy, with free delivery of the most popular medications right to your door. Just fill out a brief survey, and if appropriate, we'll prescribe and ship clinically proven options to help with issues like weight loss.
I've lost 45 pounds so far. It's nice to get back into clothes that I haven't been able to wear for a long time.
We can also help with insomnia.
I slept through the whole night. It made me feel very well rested and ready to go for the day.
And RexMD can improve your sexual health.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is happier. I am definitely much happier.
At RexMD.com, we've made the process fast, easy, and affordable. Visit RexMD.com right now to get started. That's REXMD.com.
Hey, Frank, looks like business is booming. What are all those tabs you have open on your computer?
Oh, hey. Well, this one is for my SEO company. This one is for my website company. This one is for my CRM. This is for invoicing and estimates. This one does email. And this one does billing.
Geez, that sounds tricky to manage.
It's clunky, but I need all this to run my business. Wait, you run your own business, and you're even busier than I am. Don't you have all this stuff, too?
I do, but I get it all on one screen with the Town Square Business Management Platform.
What's that?
The Town Square Business Management Platform is an all-in-one tool that helps me grow and run my business. It combines website, billing, and scheduling into one program.
That sounds simpler than juggling all the tools I have now, but you still need someone else to help you find new business, right?
Nope. They have powerful digital advertising built into the platform as well, which helps me keep my calendar full. You can get a demo of the product for free. Check out their website. See if it makes sense for your business.
Go to townsquarelocal.com for a free demo of the Town Square Business Management Platform. Visit townsquarelocal.com. That's townsquarelocal.com.
This is actual footage of Bill Keeler doing a radio show on WIBX. Sadly, his career was found in a heavily wooded area. If you know the person or persons who ended the radio career of Bill Keeler, please tell them thanks on behalf of the people of Central New York.
WIBX. This is WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Hey, the official coffee of this radio program is Daylight Donuts in New Hartford. Talk about some great options right now. You have all the Thanksgiving, Christmas type flavors, from peppermint to pumpkin on your lattes. Soup of the day, every day. Warm soup every single day. Try their new chicken salad. It's a homemade recipe served on croissant or bagel. Avocado toast on French peasant bread from Heidelberg. And, of course, those incredible snowflake rolls. Perfect for your holiday dinner, your Thanksgiving dinner. You can order them by the dozen. But you got to order in advance. You can pick them up the day before or on Thanksgiving morning. And you have the most amazing dinner rolls. And it's an old family recipe from Chuck Sedella. It's at Daylight Donuts in New Hartford, where Seattle's best is the coffee. And you see, boy, just a really, really fast drive-through. In and out, and you're on your way. Carrie Puleo is on the line right now with the Greater Mohawk Valley, Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. And Carrie, good morning. Thanks for coming on.
Morning, gentlemen. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Wonderful.
It is wintertime coming.
We're getting that season where we're getting ready to be busy.
That's right.
Yes, with the holidays, no doubt about it. And this means your it's the business of the year that you guys kind of focus on during this time period.
It is. So we end kind of the holiday season with a celebration of business and with our annual Business of the Year awards. This year, we're switching up the format a little bit. Same categories that we'll be presenting, but the presentation will look a little differently this year. So we're excited to roll out a new format and celebrate even more businesses.
How different what kind of different are we talking about?
It'll still be the same luncheon, but typically we still have 5 categories. Normally we narrow it down to 3 finalists and everybody in the room. This time we kind of left all the businesses and didn't narrow it down because we want to celebrate as many businesses as possible.
Okay, nice.
And we'll also be bringing back some of our former business winners in different capacity throughout the event.
Nice.
Really, it's just a way to showcase even more of what the great things we have going on in the greater Utica area.
And how do you select the business each year?
So the businesses fill out a questionnaire, and we're looking at things like staying power, how long businesses have stuck around and responded to challenges, if they have products and services that are innovative to their industry, what they've given back. So we're looking at volunteerism and their philanthropic efforts, as well as their involvement in the Greater Utica Chamber.
Okay. When is the event, and how can people get tickets and all of that stuff?
Yeah, it is Thursday, December 12th, and it's at the Delta. It starts at 11 a.m. We have a little networking, a little pre-social hour, and then we go into the luncheon right at noon, and that portion is an hour. So we really respect people who have a shorter time, and you can get tickets for it at our website, Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce, GreaterUticaChamber.com.
This actually has been a good time for the chamber. Would you agree? I mean, this area we're on a rebound. Finally, after many years.
Yeah, we're extremely busy, and we're kind of changing and adding new programs to be responsive as our business community grows.
And getting new members and new businesses, always exciting, too, for the area.
Oh, yeah. New businesses coming in all the time. It's really great to watch the growth that's happened over the last few years.
All right. Okay, go to the website, get your tickets, and Carrie, as always, thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Have a great day, guys.
You have a great day as well. I saw Carrie yesterday, as I mentioned, with the New York Sash. 20th year of the New York Sash Teddy Bear Toss.
It's hard to believe it's been that long.
I don't know. I think the game is like December, the first week in December will be the game. And we're going over some of the games over the years. There have been games that have been overtime. There was one where the Teddy Bear Toss goal scored during a penalty shot, which is kind of rare to see anyway.
Yeah.
And then remember there was that one year that we don't like to remember. But other than that, they've won every single game. They've won 19 of the 20 games.
That's why we weren't invited back to wait behind the glass, because that was the last year that we were there.
It was. We were the bad luck. Davey.
It's December 7th.
Okay, yeah. Yes, it's the day after Jimmy Fallon comes to town.
Oh, yeah.
Which will be December 6th at the Rome Capitol.
Coming up. All this stuff's coming up.
Rome,
where did the year go?
I know. RomeCapital.com. You can get your tickets. Still great seats available. We'll be speaking with Jimmy soon, and he'll be coming up.
They're playing SUNY Geneseo.
Okay. All right. Let's do Hobica's free money question of the day. Joseph and Andrew Hobica at 315-724-1600. Chance for you today to win $150 on the line. And Davey, we're looking for caller number which one?
Caller 8.
Caller 8. 8th caller right now. 315-736-0186. Caller 8 from Hobica and WIBX right now.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire experts. Throughout the entire month of November, take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tires, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at TallmansTire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices guaranteed.
Looking for t-shirts with your logo? Seasonal Sports has you covered. Now offering the area's lowest price on t-shirts with one-color imprints. Only $5 each with a minimum of 100. Call store for details at 315-736-1622 or visit seasonalsports1983.com.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
My office has its ups and downs.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast, and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
All right, here we go. Time for the Hobica Law Firm's opportunity for you to win some dough. Every day this time, $150 on the line. Well, the amount varies. Today we're at about 50. I think Davey's being a little conservative. Although he was ready to jack it right up. I hate to get him in trouble. Joseph and Andrew Hobica, 315-724-1600 for all of your legal needs. The Hobica Law Firm. All right, Davey, what caller are we talking about here? What are we doing in there? He's talking away.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Talking to his friends.
Who's on what?
Oh, it's caller 1111.
Okay. Who are
is
they?
it?
Right there, John.
Okay. All right. I didn't see that. Now I see it. Now it's there. John in Utica, good morning.
Morning.
You ready, John?
I hope so.
Okay, me too. This is worth $150. And here we go. Here is your question. 7 seconds to answer. And 7 seconds to answer, and you win $150 if you get it right. Andrew, you're ready to go?
Always.
All right. Here is your question. Which pro team was born on November 1st, 1966? Ready, go.
The Mets.
You're going to go with the Mets. The New York Mets, 1962. Boy, I got to tell you, this question was on Jeopardy. I just stole this off Jeopardy.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I'll do that. And you're not going to believe it, but the
you
guy
just watch one episode and you're good.
The guy who rang in said the Mets. And that is the Mets were 1962. November 1st is All Saints Day.
Yes, right. The day after Halloween.
November 1st is All Saints Day.
Oh.
Which pro team was born November 1st, 1966?
The Saints.
The Saints. New Orleans. New Orleans Saints.
New Orleans.
Well, that was a tough one for $150, to be honest with you. But I will give you the $25 all-in-one food and fun card. It is from the fine people who own the restaurants all around the Comets, whether it's Babes or Taylor and the Cook, Aquavino, any of the concession stands at the Odd, even the gift shop. Stand by. Davey's going to hook you up, John. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Yeah. November 1st. That didn't click for you?
No, I mean, it makes sense. It's a good question to tie in with All Saints Day.
I should have reworded it by saying if we really wanted to give away his money, like make him angry, I should have said, which professional NFL team, which NFL football team was founded on All Saints Day?
Yeah, that would have been.
It'd be funny if
$150.
It'd be funny if the answer was the Giants.
The Mets.
Yeah. Okay.
That must have been mid-season. If you think about it, I mean, if they debuted on November 1st.
Remember, 1966 was a little different.
Okay.
So I don't know what they were doing back then. I do not know. Today is, as I said, National Have a Bad Day. And speaking of a bad day, Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy. Here's the CEO of Spirit Airlines, Matt Klein, talking about the company and what they expect to happen going forward.
Brands have to change. Products must evolve. And we were kind of stuck in a spot that didn't allow us to change the way that we knew we should and that we knew we could.
So if you remember, there was the local guy from Rome who he really turned the company around years ago.
Yeah, right.
Sadly, he just passed away. This is the new CEO, Matt Klein. By the way, he hasn't been the CEO for some time, but Matt Klein is saying he's going to turn it around. Do you use Spirit when you fly your budget?
I never have. No, we do frequent Allegiant,
which is
and that Breeze I hear is pretty good.
Which is very similar. Breeze is a really good one because you get almost
there's like amenities.
It's like first class.
Comfortable seating.
Comfortable seats, the whole 9 yards, and you're paying like, I don't know, $100, $130 round trip to go to Florida. That's pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
What else do I have? Coming up, we'll talk to Dr. Kent Hall in a moment. With Thanksgiving in the wings, it'll be coming up, of course, next week.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know how to maybe some healthy alternatives too.
That's possible. What I'm saying, though, travel is expected to reach its record level since COVID, even surpassing levels from prior to COVID.
Oh, really? Wow.
Men's, we had an argument in a grocery store. We had an argument earlier this morning. We had an argument at a fitness center where someone stole someone's stuff. And now a men's doubles pickleball match. So what it's showing you is the elderly are angry. A men's doubles pickleball match ended with a winning player being violently kicked in the face.
Jeez.
Here's the final point where one of the losers committed a foot fault, ending the match. When the players went to do the customary tap of the paddles, the overly pumped up winner, Peter Schonk, knocked the paddle out of the hand of the foot faulter's hand. When Schonk bent down to pick it up, he was kicked so hard in the face, he fell into the net. Here's audio.
Come on! Let's go! Yeah!
And he kicked it right there. I don't know if you heard that kick.
What is wrong with people?
Did you hear that kick?
Yeah.
You could hear the thump. Just listen to this. The thump with the kick.
Oh. Wow. What in the hell is wrong with
kicked
people?
Him right in the face. Apparently the guy is okay. No word on whether or not charges were filed. As of the unprofessional journalism, there's no mention of where this happened. We have no idea, but it had to be Florida.
Yeah.
Since there was a ref, this is most likely a tournament play, but not anything major since only 3 people are applauding in the background. Otherwise, they pull out some big numbers on this.
It's the fastest growing sport.
But what is going on? Why are we so intense these days?
I don't know.
What is happening? Dr. Kent Hall, is on the line right now. We talked to the doc about things going on medicinally or medically.
I wonder if he's ever played pickleball. Are you playing a lot of pickleball in retirement, Doc?
No, pickleball is not something that I've picked up.
Not your thing.
All right.
I don't know what it is, but we do have a very stressed out society today, where more violent things seem to happen. Maybe it's not that way. I don't know. It just feels that way.
Well, it does feel that way. You're right, and there are. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist, but I will tell you that, the last several years have just been really stressful for the population as a whole. I mean, COVID is obviously out there, and that's pretty easy to point at. But there is a lot of what's the best way to put this? There is a lot of people are not as interested in others. And in having what it seems like people are not as interested in others and in being about society as a whole, more about being about themselves.
Yeah, we don't care about being cordial anymore. It seems we don't care about how what you do might affect someone else. The only thing we care about is what we are thinking of. It does seem that way a little bit.
And it also feels like the golden rule isn't as strong or as readily followed as it has been in the past.
I think you're absolutely right. I do think you are correct. I wanted to ask you a couple of things. It does feel like right now when you're as a person, I'll just use me as an example. Each year I might get a certain thing, get a cold or get a virus of some sort, and you know what you have because the symptoms are the same. You go through this every year, year in, year out. But now I do feel like we get we're catching these things that have different symptoms, and it doesn't, you find it hard to recognize the virus or the cold or whatever it is that you have. Are these new strains, or is it just the way we are reacting to them?
So I think it's a little bit of both. I think that that there certainly are new strains or new things that are coming out, and that the old strains are changing. They're evolving, they're mutating, whatever word you want to use for that. And when it does that, then when it evolves, and think of COVID again as an example, is when it first came out, it had much of it was about lower respiratory issues.
Yeah.
But as it has evolved into much more of an upper respiratory issue, although it continues to have things like, vomiting and diarrhea and things like that as well. So it, as an individual entity virus evolves, the symptoms that they cause, or the primary symptoms that they cause, will also evolve. The other thing that we're seeing is that we're getting better at identifying new things. So something that we thought was the cold, 20 years ago or 30 years ago, because of, more advanced abilities in terms of testing and things like that, we're saying, well, actually, that's something different. And so we're able to parse things out into more of what they actually are. Unfortunately, for many things, we can do that, but it really doesn't change anything because we don't have particular treatments for them. So it doesn't matter if a virus is considered a cold virus, a rhinovirus or whatever, or if it's categorized as something different. The treatment remains the same because we don't have a specific treatment for it.
I wanted to ask you about how we treat this stuff. So what is the best? Is there a best medicine if you've got a cold, you've got maybe it's in your throat or in your chest? Obviously, there are different medicines that you might want to use, an expectorant or what have you. But there just seems to be a lot of junk out there that we're buying year after year, and it really doesn't work. And then, of course, back in September, the FDA announced they are on the verge of getting rid of phenylephrine, I believe is what it is. Mm-hmm. That's one of the ingredients in the Sudafed that you can get over the counter without showing your license. And they're saying that has been in cold medicines for years, and it does not work.
Yeah, this is a crazy story.
So with the stuff that doesn't work, keep that in mind, and then parlay, if you would, into what does work. What's the best way to treat this stuff?
Yeah, so much of the over-the-counter medications, have limited efficacy, certainly, and the other aspect to it, which is why it's difficult to answer your question. I'm really not trying to dodge it, but to answer your question is because people will react differently, and some of that may be related to their own physiology, and some of it may be related to underlying diseases that they have. So, as an example, when you have somebody who has, lung disease, whether it's, chronic bronchitis or, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease and emphysema, an expectorant may work better for them than it does for somebody who doesn't have those. So it's really difficult to say globally that, this is the best medicine, because it really depends on the individual person. But I will say that, many of the over-the-counter medications were approved at a time when our approval process was not as rigorous. And, because of that, they've been kind of grandfathered into, we're going to continue to have them available, even though their usefulness is pretty marginal.
They say for cough, I had a doctor tell me the only one that he would ever recommend is Delsum, because it is purely a cough. There's a drug in there that's a cough suppressant, and that's the only one over the counter that he would use. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that when you're talking about things to take care of a particular symptom, you're better off using something that has a single active ingredient as opposed to multiple. I understand the process of wanting to be able to take a single pill that takes care of 3 or 4 different symptoms too.
Yeah.
But if your issue is a cough, then you should use something that is truly a cough suppressant. What I would say is, now that we've got the internet and things like that, and one of the things that I would say is to go to a reputable site.
Mm-hmm.
The CDC, the FDA, NIH, places like that, and look at, if you want to choose a medication to take over the counter for a particular symptom, go to one of those reputable sites and say, does this work? Is it effective?
Yeah.
Because what you will find is studies that showed that, it is effective 60% of the time or 70% of the time, which in and of itself tells you that means that 40% of the time, it's not going to work.
Right.
So there is a marginal effect, but not necessarily a total effect.
I've been back and forth with my wife on this, and I'm pretty darn sure I am correct. Just trying to convince her that vodka does a great job in dealing with a cold. It really will. Yeah, maybe
loosens everything up.
Maybe not. All right, but here's the big one. I know people that swear by popping the zinc pills, or there are zinc tablets you can get over the counter and that sort of thing to combat their cold, and they catch it early, and it supposedly reduces the cold. What are your thoughts? I have never felt like it has worked for me.
So there are 2 aspects to that. The first is theoretical. So the way that zinc is used within the immune system, you would say, it makes sense. It bolsters the immune system. It should therefore, have an effect on things that your immune system combats, like the cold. Unfortunately, there is no hard evidence to show that zinc itself does anything to either limit cold symptoms, to decrease the length of time, or to actually protect you from getting a cold. So there's a theoretical aspect to it. Then there's the proof that we have.
Yeah.
And again, the proof that we have is not overly robust, as we say in the biz. It is not, we have a definitive study on this, a double-blind, placebo-controlled study on the use of zinc for it, because number one, doing that would be very difficult and very expensive, and because there isn't any company that's going to benefit from it, because zinc is just zinc. Nobody is going to fund that. And so we will probably never have a definitive answer. But right now, the best evidence that we have, which is not perfect, but the best evidence that we have, is that taking extra zinc really doesn't do anything in terms of treatment or decreasing the length of time that you have cold.
And they say vitamin C, the same thing. Really doesn't really do all that much.
I'm sorry.
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C is the same. No, that we do have a little, because that has been something that is that has been of interest to people. We do have knowledge about vitamin C that shows that it does decrease the length of cold symptoms by about 10%.
Wow.
But that means that you decrease the overall duration of a cold by about 6 hours.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah,
So,
good luck with that.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what it is about these colds right now. It seems like you get them, and whether they're COVID related or what, and it lasts for a month and a half. It just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
So this is just, it is what it is. And then somebody asking about the uprise in whooping cough in the area.
Yeah, Madison County got it.
Yeah.
Has it bad.
Yeah, so we are seeing an increase in whooping cough. That is for a couple of reasons. We're seeing it in adults because they actually need to be re-immunized. They need an update to their immunization, and many adults haven't gotten it. And unfortunately, we're also seeing it in kids, and that's more related to the whole thing about people being concerned about vaccines and things, and that's unfortunate because whooping cough will kill kids, and the vaccine works well to prevent that.
And then one more listener asking, why are the Dallas Cowboys so ill? I don't know. I don't think we can answer that, Doc. To be honest with you, we just don't know.
I don't think that's a medical issue.
Probably not. Probably not. All right, Doc. As always, we appreciate the insight. Thank you so much. We'll do it again soon.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Please be safe.
All right.
You
do
too,
the
Doc.
same. Dr. Kent Hall. And number one, we learned he's not playing pickleball.
No, he's not.
Number two, he doesn't want to touch the Dallas Cowboys question.
Right.
They do seem ill, though.
And if you're going to pick something, vitamin C instead of ink. Or
Okay.
zinc.
There you go. Quick break, and we'll come right back here. We have news coming up in just a bit. Next hour loaded up, including, I don't know if you saw it last night, but Sofranio Vasquez is the Utica resident from, where's he from originally?
The Philippines, I believe.
The Philippines. And that's what they say on the show. They don't say he's from Utica. They say he's from the Philippines. But he's from here. And on The Voice last night performed, and I don't know what it was, but they had 3 really good singers going head-to-head last night. And he came out and killed it. But so did one of the other guys who was doing kind of like an opera version of pop music. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna have a hard time. And boom, he gets picked. He still advances on the show. This kid is really good. He's not even a kid.
It's amazing. You listen to his voice.
He is so
magic.
good. We'll speak with him next hour as well, along with Utica Mayor Mike Galimi. John Swan is in. We're all loaded up. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to get to coming up next hour on WIBX.
Imagine this. You're at your daughter's soccer game. She makes a shot and suddenly goes down in a lot of pain. It's her ankle. As a parent, you know the faster she gets to the right people, the sooner she'll be on her way to recovery. And treating this pain is an emergency. The orthopedic care she needs is just minutes away at Community Memorial. If it's real pain, head to our new emergency room in Hamilton. We have the shortest wait times in the area. We can get pain under control and then quickly get you into one of our world-class specialists at Community Memorial Center for Orthopedics. Whether it's a new injury or a long-term joint pain, we also have orthopedic clinics on weekdays in Hamilton, Wednesdays in New Hartford, and Thursdays in Cazenovia, with walk-ins welcome. Imagine a healthcare system that's dedicated to getting you to some of the best orthopedic specialists in the area in the shortest time possible. That's Community Memorial Center for Orthopedics. Visit orthoemergency.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
I want to tell you about quickly here, if we could. I got caught out in the hallway because that's where we have to drink our beverages.
Get my steps in. The seat to the hallway, to the coffee mug.
All right, Davey, what do you want me to do? I'll do this afterwards. I can't figure it out.
Take her.
Lucia is on the line right now. Stop the music. Good morning, Lucy.
Good morning. Oh, stop the music. The music's nice.
We stopped it for you. We did.
Bill, you have a great voice, so sing.
Oh. We'll get right on that.
Bill does have a nice voice. You better believe it.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
But it's okay. I don't know why he's laughing. Andrew, do you have a good voice?
It's okay.
So what can... What, I
want to ask you a question.
Yes, quickly.
But I don't know if I can ask you on the air.
Oh, well, ask it.
So, off the air.
Oh, it's got to be off the air?
Could you, yeah.
All right.
Could you talk to somebody famous on the air?
Could we talk to someone? Well, I think I'm talking to you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's...
Not me. I'm not famous. You are.
All right.
And he is.
So you have something big that you want to, but you don't want to spring it on the audience yet. So, all right. Stand by. And Davey, we're going to get to her. I'll take your call in just a second. I do have news coming up, top of the hour, which is next.
From the Stanley Theater Studios, WIBX Utica, Rome, W295EI, WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM, a Town Square media station.
Democrats push back on mass deportations. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
I will not tolerate actions that harm Arizonans, that harm our communities.
Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs and other leaders on the left oppose President-elect Trump's plan that includes declaring a national emergency and using military assets to remove some immigrants here illegally. Trump's appointed border czar, Tom Homan, reacted to the Democrats, telling Fox this morning,
"Are you telling me that you don't want public safety threats out of your communities? That is your number one responsibility, to protect your community. So smarten up and work with us."
President-elect Trump has picked someone else from Fox for his cabinet, nominating Sean Duffy to be his transportation secretary. Duffy is also a former congressman from Wisconsin. This is the 1,000th day of Russia's war in Ukraine.
Putin is focused on winning this war. He will not stop on his own.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky addressing European Parliament this morning, asking for more support. Days after President Biden authorized Ukraine's use of American long-range missiles to fire deeper into Russia, and the Russians claim that Ukraine has launched 6 of those today, prompting Russian leader Vladimir Putin to up the nuclear ante.
Now, Russia's nuclear doctrine states it could consider using nuclear weapons in the face of a conventional assault supported by a nuclear power. The updated doctrine also says aggression against Russia by a state that's part of a coalition would be considered aggression by the entire coalition. That could be seen as a reference to NATO.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. There is fallout in Hong Kong from China's crackdown on a democracy movement. 45 activists and ex-lawmakers sent to prison under a law that China forced upon Hong Kong. A homeless man with a criminal record and mental health issues is in custody, suspected in 3 deadly stabbings, appearing to pick people randomly. The first was a construction worker, the second a man fishing in the East River, the third a woman attacked on a sidewalk. America's listening to Fox News.
Life takes a toll on our bodies, no way around it. Whether it's sitting hours on end at your computer or working a physical job, over time, your body pays the price. There is, however, an effective way to turn back the clock on pain. Relief Factor. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor helps support your body's response to inflammation. The difference, instead of masking pain, Relief Factor helps eliminate it for good, and it's 100% drug-free. If the pains that come with living a full life are affecting you, do as so many others have. Turn back the clock on pain with Relief Factor. Their 3-week quick start is just $19.95, less than $1 a day. When you feel good, it's amazing how much more you get out of life. So visit ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4 Relief. Try it for only $19.95. While we can't stop aging, not yet, we can stop pain. Turn back the clock with Relief Factor.
Pennsylvania's Supreme Court has again sided with the Republican who unseated Democratic Senator Bob Casey, though Casey has not conceded yet as a recount looms.
RNC Committee Chair Michael Whatley reacts to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court's decision, telling Fox Business's Larry Kudlow.
Average recounts generally tend to flip about 300, 400, 500 votes. So we're not going to see this overturned.
Republican Dave McCormick leads the Senate race with over 17,000 votes inside a half-a-point margin, triggering a statewide recount. McCormick and the RNC asking the court to bar counties, including Bucks, from counting undated or misdated mail-in ballots, citing state law requiring a written-in date. The court agreeing. Casey's campaign accuses the GOP of working to throw out provisional ballots cast by eligible Pennsylvania voters, calling it wrong and vowing to fight it. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
Now, that seat in Pennsylvania would give Republicans 53 as they take control of the Senate in the next Congress. The GOP will also maintain their majority in the House, where a bill passed with a lot of support from Democrats.
This Senator Elizabeth Dole 21st Century Veterans Healthcare and Benefits Improvement Act passing the House with just 9 no votes. Named after the former Republican senator from North Carolina, the Dole Act makes changes geared at fixing issues with housing, increased mental health care access, and coverage for those seeking alternatives to nursing home care. It also includes increased access to scholarships and reforms education assistance tools. One of the bill's authors saying, quote, veterans deserve the best care and a VA that works for them. The bill still needs to pass the Senate. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could drop at the opening bell. Dow futures down more than 200 points. On Monday Night Football, a blowout. Houston beat Dallas 34-10. The Cowboys' 5th straight loss. The Texans extend their lead in the AFC South Division. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Good morning, WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time 8:05. I'm Andrew Dominio. Right now, 37 degrees under sunny skies. Your full weather forecast is coming up. This update brought to you by John's Mobile Home Parts and Accessories in Oriskany Falls. For all your mobile home needs, it's worth the trip. Go to johnsmobilehomeparts.com for more information. The Town of Ohio offices and highway garage were destroyed in a fire Sunday night. Town officials say the town's offices, including the clerk's office and the town court, were destroyed. The town's records were also substantially damaged. 3 dump trucks, 2 of which were used to plow the town's roads in the winter, were also destroyed, along with 2 pickup trucks and a front-end loader. Highway workers were able to save 3 other trucks in a neighboring garage. The town supervisor says they are working to set up temporary offices and that neighboring towns have reached out to offer help. The cause of the blaze is still being investigated. A burglary investigation at the Utica Genesee Street Duncan has led to an arrest. Officers with the Utica Police Department were called to the restaurant on November 4th for the report of a burglary. Officers say a suspect broke the glass door to gain entry and stole several $100s from a locked area. Police say through surveillance video, the suspect was identified as 36-year-old Lewis Wright of Utica, who was wanted for a parole violation on November 15th. Officers located Wright and took him into custody. He's been charged with burglary, criminal mischief, petty larceny, and a parole warrant. The start of winter is just a few weeks away, and National Grid is reminding customers help is available. The utility company has a dedicated website that informs people about bill management programs, energy efficiency solutions, and more. Customers receiving regular home energy assistance program funding are automatically enrolled in National Grid's energy affordability program. To find out more about these programs, head to ngrid.com. A 55-year-old woman is accused of attacking a Utica police officer while being taken into custody for prostitution. Police say Julie Mitchell of Utica was taken into custody for prostitution-related offenses on Friday, during which she started a fight with officers. They were able to subdue and handcuff Mitchell, adding 1 officer sustained an injured shoulder. Mitchell is charged with felony second-degree assault, prostitution, and resisting arrest. The injured officer sought medical treatment and has been placed out of work for the time being. And the Goo Goo Dolls are bringing their tour to the Turning Stone Resort Casino. a Grammy-nominated band bringing that tour next year. They're going to be at the Turning Stone Resort Casino on Saturday, January 4th. The group is best known for hits as Iris, Here Is Gone, and Better Days, but no opening act has been named yet. Seats for the show go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 8:08. Your weather forecast is brought to you by the new Destination Kia of Utica on Commercial Drive in Yorkville.
Rain in for the end of the week. Mix of clouds and sunshine. Cool out here today. 51 this afternoon. Partly to mostly cloudy skies for us here tonight, upper 30s. Mostly cloudy, cool, low to mid-50s tomorrow. Rain and colder for both Thursday and Friday. High temperatures both afternoons at a low to mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel on WIBX 950 AM and 92.3 FM.
Right now, 37 under mostly clear skies. WIBX 950 AM, 92.3 FM News Time, 8:09.
This station.
Ever thought of adding an adjustable base to your queen bed? At Mattress Express, buy a Bed Tech adjustable base right now for $9.99 and get a $500 prepaid Visa card. You heard me right. You get half your money back in a prepaid Visa card. Shop Mattress Express.
This Thanksgiving, don't let the turkey slow you down. Hi, everyone. This is Lisa from Fit Body Boot Camp. Stay active and feel great this holiday season with me and my team of personal trainers at Fit Body Boot Camp. Whether you're looking to burn off those extra mashed potatoes or start your day with energy, Fit Body Boot Camp has the classes and equipment you need. Just give us a call. You don't want to miss these end-of-the-year specials to help you finish out the year strong. Come see us at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Whitesboro and Clinton.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, if you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's back, our wish list savings event at Steve Ponte Lincoln. Hi, Steve Cater here. Now, 2024 Lincoln Navigators have 0% 60-month or 1.9% 72-month financing. 2024 Lincoln Corsair has 2.9% for 60 months plus a $1,000 rebate. Also, ask about huge savings on our 2024 Nautilus demos. Save thousands. Stop down and see why it's always easy to do business with Steve Ponte Lincoln, Commercial Drive, Yorkville.
For qualified buyers through Ford Motor Credit. See dealer for details.
Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Everyone's talking about the breakthrough of weight loss drugs, but too few can access or afford them. Hers is changing that. At forhers.com/radio, you can access doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you, like GLP-1 weekly injections with the same active ingredients as Ozempic and Wegovy, or oral medications at a fraction of the price. That's right. You'll save up to 89% per month on compounded semaglutide based on pricing through Hers. The same active ingredient as the name brand drug at 89% less. There's no hidden fees and no membership fees. Just one low, transparent price. And the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable doctor-trusted weight loss plans that put you first. That's forhers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
When you're hiring for your business, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. This made us wonder, what if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
Escape rooms? Elementary. And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Simple. So, see what the world is like when ZipRecruiter does the hard work of hiring for you. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
Hey, I do want to say there's an opportunity right now for you to save money on your home energy costs with Fred F. Collis & Sons Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. Now, at our home, we moved in and we were thinking, how do we save on the energy bill? Well, Collis came in. They did the free home energy assessment. They'll come through your home. They do their own investigating work to come up with a plan, and they then give you a list of things that you can do in order to save money. And there's no obligation whatsoever, or you can say, let's do it. And for us, we had a refrigerator that was a bit on the older side that was sucking out the electricity, and light bulbs. That was really our only two issues, old light bulbs. So we fixed both of those and literally watched the cost of our energy go down. Now, with that said, there are programs out there through National Grid, through Empower Plus, where you can get grant money for your home. A typical family of four that earns just under $100,000 a year could receive between $5,000 and $24,000 in upgrades with zero out-of-pocket costs. That means you're getting those upgrades for maybe it's a new heat pump or an improvement on your furnace, etc., etc. $5,000 to $24,000 with no out-of-pocket costs whatsoever. That's amazing, and that's for a family making just under $100,000 a year with four people in the household. Pretty cool. And Collis has the details. They know who can qualify, and they'll walk you through the program. Call them today, 315-860-1301. We know firsthand there's nobody like Collis. They have you covered, and God forbid something happens and your furnace goes down in the cold of the winter, they'll be there, and they're on call even on holidays, even on weekends, even in the middle of the night. 315-860-1301. Fred F. Collis & Sons Heating, Cooling, and Insulation.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
Okay, here we go. It is Tuesday.
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls on me. And every now and then I spend my time at climbing for some Christos falsity. And then along comes
John Swan.
And does she wanna give me cakes, Eddie Marseille, chicken, give me big.
All right, that's enough of that. Sorry about that. My apologies.
That song got in a lot of trouble back in the day.
Did it? What happened?
Oh, yeah, because Mary.
And then along came Mary.
Marijuana.
Oh. Is that what that's about?
Any song. Oh, I don't know. I didn't
be.
write
It's
it.
implied.
Any song title that had Mary at a certain time back in the day.
Was on the list.
Was thought, interpreted to be about something.
Like Last Dance for
Mary
Donna
Jane.
Summers?
Mary Jane. Yeah.
Oh, Last Chance for
Last
Mary Jane.
Dance. Yeah. Last Dance.
Or
and then along came
Bang
Mary.
a Gong. There was like the
Bang a
everybody
Gong.
thought was it hit a bong.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Right.
like the secret lyric.
A lot of drug culture in music.
There was.
Yeah.
It was the 60s.
Lucy in the Sky with
That was
Halogen-
actually not about LSD.
It wasn't. No. What was that about?
About Julian came home from school and he had a drawing, and John said to him, he was like 7.
I remember.
What's the
I
drawing
heard this
about?
drawing.
And he says, well, this is Lucy, and she's in the sky with diamonds. And they actually, you can look it up. The picture is still preserved.
I do remember I do remember that in one of the documentaries. And I got to say though, that's pretty. Which son was it? Was it
Julian?
It was Julian.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having as a kid that age to have the creativity of that?
Yeah.
That's pretty. I mean, it shows you. You know,
maybe like your father was a Beatle or something.
yeah, like your dad was something special.
Yeah. Well, then
you,
of course,
not so much.
But, well, then of course there was Snoop Dogg Smoke Weed Every Day.
Yeah,
I think that was implied.
I got to tell you, watching. Have you been watching any of the NBC Voice?
No, but I've been listening and reading about.
Well, first of all, I do want to say, last night I watched, and at times it was like a bad night at Killebrew watching karaoke. Oh, I'm serious.
Boy.
There were some.
Did they have
horrible...
cans and clams too?
No.
Are there any bad karaoke nights at?
I'm just listen. Yes, that's a great place. All that, but these There were some singers that were awful. And then came this Sofranio Vasquez, who's from here. And I'm telling you, he was in a group with 3 singers that were, each of them were tremendous. I'm like, how could you put these 3 together? And then you have the other ones that are not that good.
I think that's what people love about the show.
Maybe
though,
it is.
Warts and all.
It's a reality show.
It gives people a chance, to be.
This kid, though, this guy is so good. And we're going to talk to him later on in the hour. He's from Utica, and he's made it to the next round. Very cool. Really, really good. All right. Speaking of making it to the next round, there's the Tangled String. Talk about your next book.
The second in my new series of Charlie Chan mystery novels based on the original novels by Earl Durr Biggers. And the first one came out last year, and people were fond of it.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is the second in a series. And I'm writing these in part into time with the centennial, which is coming up in early 2025, of the first appearance of this character in print.
Have you gone to any of do they have any conventions and that sort of thing?
No, I have not. The closest thing, they possibly. I'm not aware of any. But what you find is that fans of the films, particularly, but also of the books and of the character, congregate on, of course, Facebook.
Right.
There are Facebook groups with thousands of members devoted to the movies, because there were 40 films featuring the character, and the Charlie Chan is not of the same level of Sherlock Holmes, perhaps, in the consciousness of popular culture, but up there, especially in the 20th century.
My wife belongs to a book club, but I don't think they read; they drink.
Well, my wife also belongs to a book club.
Yeah. It's a drinking club with a little reading involved.
I guess they got to read the recipe on some of these cocktails they're making. I guess, but this is really a cool. If you're a fan of this. Of the movies, this is in your wheelhouse.
And if you're a fan of things like Agatha Christie and other what's so-called Golden Age, basically the authors who wrote from 1920 to 1940 and beyond, people like Rex Stout, who wrote about Nero Wolfe, the detective character. And some of these have been made into TV and movie adaptations. Kenneth Branagh has been doing a series of films based on Hercule Poirot, the Agatha Christie character, the Belgian detective, and those are big box office now. So this is a Golden Age style set in the 1930s, set in Boston. And I researched Boston of the period to get the places and the settings sort of authentic.
Did you use the one restaurant? Do you any restaurants or stuff like that?
They ate at the hotel in the book. At the hotel. The Hotel Statler, which was a big hotel in Boston in the days back in the day. Yeah,
there is the restaurant in Boston that is considered the oldest in America. That is still operating. We've eaten there. And it was okay.
They sell lobster.
A little old. It'd been around.
The what is
the food?
The food was the oldest in America
in the fridge
too.
For a while.
It had been around for a while. Anyway, Boston's a great town. I want to ask you the book.
Yes.
And maybe Andrew, you could hold it. We don't have any close up here. But if you can figure that out, there's the book. And
when up.
I do have to ask you the artwork on the cover.
Cover art by one of my daughters, Sarah Maris Swan, who is a Utica-based artist, and
that's really good.
She is really good. She is
really good. That's excellent.
She's a muralist. She does paintings. She has had an exhibit in Little Falls. She's the goods, as they say.
Does she do the really large murals, like the one that just happened downtown? I really wish we'd have used local artists downtown, and we didn't. We went out of town.
Franklin Square.
They spent so much money.
She has done murals. I'm trying to think.
Doing a mural. I'm not an artist. Although with ChatGPT, I've been able to really draw some great things.
I'll bet.
But I do believe if you're an artist and you draw something like that, and then you do something large scale
it up,
the world changes. It's a completely different art form, and you really have to think it out if you're doing something like on the side of a building.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same kind of scaling up that you do in radio if you do a 5-minute show, or if you do an hour-long show, or if you do one of your, radio
marathons.
That are hours and hours of programming. Yeah, you just have to think differently in a larger scale.
Yeah, look at it in a different way.
So the little bookstore, Utica Vintage Club, if you're familiar with Utica Vintage Club, it's on... Is it Hotel Street that runs?
It's behind our office, River Hill's office.
He knows.
Oh,
where
it is.
Yeah, she did a mural in there.
She did.
So if you go to Utica Vintage Club, there's a mural on the wall.
So that is a.
So where Hotel Utica is, it's the road.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
So it's across from Hotel Utica.
Across from the side entrance to Hotel Utica.
And what do they have? What do they have in there?
Utica Vintage Club, as the name suggests, they have vintage Utica things. Like they have old Utica Devils and old Utica College, merch. And
is it for sale?
Yeah, the stuff is for sale. Yeah. So it's a used clothing and kitschy stuff and albums, and also a big section of books in the back. So
there are some. I did a part 1 of a story that's up on our website today, and that's thinking of local gifts, local places where you can buy gifts that are local. The malls just aren't.
That would be a good place to
cut
start.
it.
Yeah.
But and I've included the ones that are the big ones, FX Matt and the whole. But I want to take that next step and do like you have Off-Center Records.
Yes.
Which is
Off-Center Records and Collectibles.
It's like a museum.
It's an institution.
Same thing with this place, I assume. It's kind of like a museum.
Yeah, and books by local authors, need I suggest.
All right.
Yeah. And, this, incidentally, is available for pre-order now from Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but it goes on sale everywhere online and so on Monday, November 25th.
Awesome. Great little Christmas gift.
Yes, indeed.
Or a Hanukkah gift or whatever you're doing.
I do want to apologize. Nagel reminded me it was Nate Dogg who said smoke weed every day. The song.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Andrew stands corrected.
Okay. It's almost like you're smoking weed. You're 20 minutes behind.
A little delayed this morning.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that correction there. I don't like to be wrong.
Yeah, I know you don't. You do not like it. So this is number 2 in a series. My guess is there will be more.
Be another one.
You're already working on it?
Yes. Untitled, be out next year, which will be, again, the centennial year of the character Charlie Chan. NKB Publishing, a Utica publisher, put this out. And you can check it out at nkbpublishing.com or johnlswan.com or Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
All right.
Yeah.
And I would say that have you gotten any national
feedback,
response,
reviews,
feedback on this?
So this is from a review of the first book from a guy that runs a website called World's Best Detective Crime and Murder Mysterybooks.com.
Okay.
Kind of takes all the mystery out of what the site is about.
It does. You absolutely know
what's that website about.
Yeah.
So he says, a thoroughly entertaining story that has the flavor of the original novels, tinged with the spirit of the Warner Oland and Sidney Toler movies. As I read this, I personally felt like I was revisiting old friends and happy memories.
That's
awesome. So cool.
Yeah. So the Chan fan base is not just national but international, because it goes on sale all over. I've got hits on websites from all over the world. Because Chan was actually the actor who portrayed that I just mentioned, Warner Oland, went to China in the early 1930s and was just mobbed by people. The Chinese at the time loved the movies, even though, of course, Warner Oland was not Chinese himself.
Right.
He was, a Swedish guy in makeup.
And then I wanted to ask you one personal question. Do you mind a personal one? The beret, I like the look.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, you have the sport coat looks to me like author.
Yes.
Right? Don't you think? And the beret looks author. And is this...
I've been wearing this kind of stuff for years.
I know you have.
Sort of, yeah.
Well, you've always been an author. Right?
I've always been a snappy dresser.
That
you
is
have.
true.
So my question would be, man, oh man, these people.
You're a popular guy.
My question would be, does the beret come out only for appearances as an author, or do you wear that every day?
No, I wear it. I wear it when I walk the dog.
Okay.
I wear it everywhere, yeah.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
Because my wife bought one when we were over there in France.
The French country?
And the problem is it's bright red. And I said, no, I just can't do it.
Makes you look like you're part of a paramilitary group or something.
That is correct.
Red Berry Beret.
You were hoping I was going to say, no, I only have this one beret and I only wear it when I come on Keeler in the morning.
I only wear
my
it.
Keeler beret.
Yeah.
Any book signings coming up?
I don't have any scheduled, but the publisher is scheduling them.
Okay.
And I've done appearances for the other book the past fall, this past spring. I was thinking the only signing I'm going to do is I'm going to sign this one for you before I leave, but I guess that doesn't answer your question. So,
okay. Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
But yeah, on Facebook and elsewhere, there will be ample opportunity and notice of upcoming events.
All right. I'm going to check out the vintage place. That
it is a cool place.
Never been inside there. So there are a lot of those places. Our next story that we'll do will focus on places like that, I think. I think it'd be a good thing.
Excellent.
Thank you, John Swan, as always.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Andrew.
Great job.
Great to see you, buddy.
Good to see Andrew. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt the time check, but it's good to see Andrew in person because I feel like my mailbox and Andrew are very good friends. See him like every other day.
I do have the...
People see me in their informed delivery now, and
that's exactly right. I have the Postal Service's informed delivery service. So I get to see pictures of my mail every day at around 7:15 and to what's coming.
And there it is, like Andrew again.
And there it is, Andrew. Usually every other day.
And just to answer your direct mail campaign, no, I'm not ready to sell my house yet.
But when you are.
But eventually, who knows?
When you are,
I'll keep you in mind.
I got one message from Andrew. This is kind of funny because we talked about this. I got an email, direct email. So it was a sales email from Andrew, and in the memo it simply said, "I'm different," and I thought it was Andrew just reaching out
reflecting
for a show issue, and I'm like, my God, what is he getting into here?
Yeah, is he making some kind of personal declaration?
Where are we going with this?
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to open it, and then I find out he's different in terms of real estate and how he would sell your home. Then I realized I was sucked in.
It's called a hook, Bill.
It was a hook.
It worked,
no doubt. All right, John, great stuff. Thank you as always.
Thanks seeing you both. Good
Maybe we'll see you during our Christmas show. You can
Maybe.
come in and plug the book last minute. Yeah. So, all right, good stuff. Thank you.
Thank you.
John Swan, quick break at WIBX.
Winter is coming. Ready to rev up the fun? Visit us at Power Sports of Utica to find the perfect new Ski-Doo snowmobile for you for less. Whether you're seeking thrills on trails or deep snow, we've got the deals on Commercial Drive to kickstart your rides. Get $2,000 off or financing as low as 1.49% on select Ski-Doo models now. Power Sports of Utica in New York Mills has what you need to take advantage of the winter to come. Visit us today to find the new Ski-Doo sled for you. 4870 Commercial Drive, New York Mills, 315-792-4660.
When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418.
Hi, I'm Pete from Big Apple Music. We install automotive window tint, LED lighting and headlight upgrades, remote car starters, heated seats, trailer hitches, truck tonneau covers, and all types of vehicle accessories, plus sound system upgrades. Big Apple Music, with 44 years in business, we deal in quality. For window tinting, remote car starters, heated seats, and so much more, it's Big Apple Music, Routes 5 and 5A, New Hartford, 315-732-4162.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
My office has its ups and downs.
I share my office.
But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Go with your gut. Your dog's immune system is based in the gut. A diet lacking in nutrients can cause itching, scratching, and a weak immune system. However, there is a solution. DINOVITE. Dinovite.
It took a grand total of 2 weeks. The dog stopped itching, the hair stopped falling out.
Try Dinovite for free. Just pay shipping and handling. Learn more at dinovite.com/radio.
Happier, healthier with every bite. Over 1 million pets helped with Dinovite.
This station is brought to you by Tallman's Tire, located in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, and Herkimer, and online at tallmanstire.com.
I can do it now, as a matter of fact. I want to tell you about Steve Ponte Mazda Commercial Drive in Yorkville, where Mazda has been winning races and building award-winning vehicles for over 100 years. Right now, at Steve Ponte Mazda, drive a new 2024 Mazda CX-30 SE model, and it's $269 a month on a 36-month lease. Or you can save with 0% or 0.9% APR financing on select new 2024 Mazdas. See the dealership for details. And that's Ricky Z or anybody over at Steve Ponte Mazda. As he says, come in, let's make your deal on a new Mazda, where it's always easy to do business. Steve Ponte Mazda Commercial Drive in... Let me repeat myself.
WIBX. This is Keeler. WIBX 950 and 92.3 FM. Now back to the Keeler Show.
What I was saying is Steve Ponte Mazda Commercial Drive in Yorkville. All right. Here we go. I got to tell you, I'm so disappointed. I am, number one, we are working on a new song, maybe for our Christmas show, a new holiday song or something. And I can't wait to get it. I don't want to debut what the song is going to be, but you do have them. Quick. Can you, please, I got to get a picture.
Sunglasses?
Put them on. I got to get a picture of you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, my God, I can see myself in your sunglasses. Yes. Those are some, okay, give me the background. Mayor Galimi in studio right now. Please give me the background on your sunglasses.
Well, these particular sunglasses I purchased to wear during the Men in Pink campaign.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yes.
For breast cancer awareness.
Exactly. But
are they
they're Tifosi's.
Tifosi's?
Yeah, they're purchased at the sneaker store.
Okay.
Which is where I buy all my sneakers to run the Boilermaker.
Very nice.
Right?
And where you buy your sunglasses?
I'm a fan. I do wear sunglasses even at night. Actually.
What are they? I was, believe me, every time you do an interview on TV, I see you with these sunglasses on.
These particular ones. So this started because of the Men in. Well, I mean, I usually do wear sunglasses. To be honest with you.
I do as well. I always wear
sunglasses. These in particular,
sunglasses.
I was getting a lot of comments on during the Men in Pink campaign, and they're like, "Why do you have these crazy sunglasses on?"
Yeah.
And
I had somebody say the mayor looks like a bug in one of the in A Bug's Life.
Yes.
Flying around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cruising around. But I'm sticking with it.
To me, there's a song here. There might be a song parody.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I used to get harshed on for wearing the white sunglasses last year.
Were they Ray-Bans? The white Ray-Bans?
They were just sunglasses I bought at like some pro shop.
Yeah.
You know, either, I can't remember, it was a hardware store for fishing or a pro shop for golfing, but they were white.
Sometimes it's good you can still wear sunglasses right now. I mean, in November.
Yeah.
It is good. We've had a lot of sunny days. So
the holidays are coming.
Captain Kelly, I hope we're not boring you. I apologize.
Not at all. Not at all.
But you know as well as I do. You're like, why is he wearing those sunglasses?
That's right.
Exactly. No, she's fine with that as long as I've got this holiday dinner going on.
Okay,
right?
well, let's talk about what's happening.
All right. So,
and by the way, Captain Kelly of the Salvation Army, thank you for all that you guys do. And we've needed you over these last few years. It's been a tough time. We've had a few incidents that have been tough.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, there are just people in need today like we haven't seen in a long time. So let's talk about what's going on.
So really quick, I just want to give an intro to the dinner. So it's the Mayor's Holiday Dinner. You can go to the site at tinyurl.com/Utica Mayor Dinner. This is one of those things that, we had our eye on. I had, my wife and I had our eye on. Captain Kelly and Captain John came and to my chief of staff and said, would the mayor be interested in being one of the honorary chairs this year for the Red Kettle campaign?
Nice.
And I said, why don't we do a giant Red Kettle kickoff? We'll have a dinner.
I like
And that's what we're doing. And it's going to showcase.
Is this instead of the mayor's ball?
No, it is not instead of.
No.
This is something
Are
I
you
just
gonna
wanted to do for the
addition
holidays.
too?
We're
Yeah.
also going to do a mayor's ball. We are. That'll still happen. But, the reason why we're doing this is exactly what you kicked off with, which is what the Salvation Army does for our local area. And I'd like Captain Kelly to really, go into a lot of the different youth services that 14 Clinton Place and the Salvation Army is bringing to Utica, New York, because that's exactly why I wanted to do this, to kick off the Red Kettle campaign.
All right. So, Captain, tell us.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of after-school programs that we offer. Currently, right now, they're on hold because of all things Christmas, right? And the big thing we're working on right now is providing Christmas for families that need a little extra assistance: toys, clothing, food, things like that. But when January comes back around, we have a basketball program that we offer on Monday nights. Tuesday nights is music programs. Wednesdays is open gym. Thursdays is cooking or baking or artist painting classes. So there's a variety of after-school programs that are happening, and with each of these programs, we provide the transportation to and from.
Wow.
We also provide them with a hot meal before we take them home each night.
Pretty awesome with everything going on.
Right, so this is the
today.
Monday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Which is what, the 25th, I think? That's
Correct.
the date, right? 5:30. We're going to open the doors of Nostro on Monday, which is not open on Mondays. So we're opening the doors of Nostro for this dinner. And one of the coolest things is the music program. Bill, I'm on your Christmas show every year with my dad playing.
Yes.
I go around to local coffee shops.
I saw you in the movie.
Right, Christmas. Oh, that as well. Right, yes. I was in the Christmas letter playing my horn. But Captain Kelly has a group of the kids from the music program. They'll be playing like a cocktail set. They'll be playing Christmas songs at the dinner starting at 5:30. So, it's just a really nice showcase of things that go on and what the Salvation provides. And we're going to kick off the Red Kettle with a big donation. That's the key. That's what all the proceeds of this dinner goes to.
So, is there a music teacher at these events, or do you just get everybody together to play?
So we do have a music teacher. He serves from our divisional headquarters in Syracuse, and he travels around to the different Salvation Armies to assist those that are less musical like me.
Okay.
And so he comes on Tuesday evenings, and he teaches the singing, the brass, and we also have a dance instructor who comes along with him and teaches dance to the group of the kids.
All right, I like that a lot. That's great. And this is so needed. A lot of the programs that were there for kids after school are gone now. So having this is a really much needed, and it's a way really to combat some of the violence.
Absolutely, but this is why we're doing this. Salvation Army is just humming along. I mean, Captain Kelly, you went door to door finding kids for this program when you came. And you came, what, 2 years ago? Almost 2 years ago now?
Year and a half ago.
Year and a half ago.
Where did you come from?
I was stationed in Newburgh.
Okay. What year did you join the Salvation Army?
Well, the Salvation Army has always been my church, so I've grown up in the Salvation Army. But being a pastor, 2011 up till now, and I retired at 67.
That's wild. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this is something that we always talk about, how all the things have left and they're gone.
Yeah.
But the reality is they are coming back. Captain Kelly has done a lot to enhance this and really build it back up on 14 Clinton Place, and it's a powerhouse. You've got, not to step off from the Salvation Army for a second, but we just wrote a grant with WIBX through the city, and we're expanding the youth services out of the rec center. We're working with organizations day in and day out, and youth activity and having places for kids to go after school during the summer. It is becoming a thing again, and that's why we want to raise awareness that this is going on.
Well, there are a lot of kids today that just don't have anybody after school, and if you can catch them early, early enough. I do think that's important. It's got to be early.
Yeah.
Stand by. You guys take some calls. On the in studio is Mayor Mike Galimi, of course, and from the Salvation Army, Captain Kelly. Let us start with Lucia. You're on with the mayor and the captain. Good morning, Lucy.
Hello, Captain. Hello, Mr. Mayor. You're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
I was talking to some people. I went to see a movie, Andrea Bocelli, and they were boasting all about you, how much they love you, and you're doing wonders for the city, and you're young, and you're handsome, everything.
You're young and handsome.
You can imagine. So that's what I wanted to tell you. And I did say it to Bill on the air the other day.
She did.
And so, yeah. Then I can buy you.
And I said, handsome. Have you seen those sunglasses? He's handsome.
I see him, Bill, the sunglasses.
Yes. Yeah. All right, Luz. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. Do you want to respond?
Mr. Mayor,
just thank you very much.
Nice
and
to meet you.
it's
Ciao.
Ciao.
Yes.
Ciao, Luz.
Ciao.
Yeah.
No, it's great to have people out there really watching what's going on and focusing on the good.
She is an Italian in New York Mills.
Yes.
Wishing you the best.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Shops at Panowitz regularly.
I just want to say that. So this is one thing too. I know we got another call, and I don't want to forget this. To bring this up, and this is something you and I have discussed, that there is going to be something that comes of this. Lance and Lee, perpetually the fly at the ear or the mosquito buzzing in the ear about the ambulance service in the Utica Fire Department. He's calling for an independent audit of the ambulance service, and what the finances are around that, and the money that's made, and
for
the
years people have
effectiveness of the
said,
ambulance
does it make money? And for years, what has occurred. It's complicated. Are there plans in the works to?
So everyone calls for an independent audit. All of this kind of more of a negative-based viewport into it, right? During this budget season, myself and the budget director are just going to sit down and have like a separate explanation of it for the council, for the people. And we'd love to come on the radio and explain that to you guys.
I think we should definitely do that. People have questions. Larry,
Yeah.
You're on the radio. Good morning. You're on with Mayor Galimi.
Yeah, I got a question. Back in February, when a city employee was arrested in a city car, that was not made known to the public or the media until Lance from Lee brought it up. So my question is, why was it hidden? Because when a Oneida County employee got arrested, that was all in the news. So that's why I want to know why the arrest was not made public until Lance from Lee brought it up.
Are you familiar with that? This was wasn't it involving an accident that happened
with a PW worker or something?
City vehicle?
No, it was a city codes officer.
Sorry, we're trading headphones here. I apologize.
City codes of employee.
Employee got arrested in a city-owned car. It was not made public to the media or the public until Lance from Lee brought it up 3 months later. So I want to know why it was hidden when a Oneida County employee got arrested.
So one, it wasn't hidden. Actually, I talked about it on this radio show.
Well, after we found out.
Yeah. Well, so there's a lot. So, and here was my response. I'm going to say this again. We don't have a police blotter of firings for like entry-level employees. Okay.
Not firing. Arrest. The arrest.
He was arrested.
Itself, not the firing. He was arrested. The arrest itself. Forget about the firing.
All right. Let me just put it this way. That arrest. And what was going on with that was part of a larger organizational sting. And I took care of it. These types of things prior to me becoming mayor, those people still work. No, listen to me.
Arrest public.
Listen. This arrest was out it's no different than the other employee I had to let go that was all over the news. These things are public. What the news does not pick up is not something that I can control. Now, what I did do as mayor, which is different, is hold people accountable to that. The person no longer works for codes. Okay? I went through the process of making sure they didn't work for the city anymore, and I had to do that with another employee weeks later because they had fentanyl on them. Okay?
Right. This is a drug-related
the reality is, if you want to come down on me for not holding people accountable, you're barking up the wrong tree. So here's the thing. What the news does and does not report every single day, I cannot control. There's hundreds of arrests every day.
But if you don't tell the news, they can't report it. If you hide it.
Usually what happens...
Listen, bottom line is I didn't hide it. Period. Okay. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to do
I will say, if that was on the police department's Facebook page, and we realized that a city employee had just been arrested, we would have been all over that. That would mean that this story didn't make it to the Facebook page,
Or
and
Utica police didn't release that to the news writ large.
that would have meant that it would have to have been a reporter that would have gone in, looked at the blotter, caught it, and you do know you're dealing with a depleted media. It's kind of like the New York Jets without Aaron Rodgers. There's
Or with
nothing.
him.
Or with him, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
So
there ain't nothing left here.
So I guess my point is, I'm not going to have a running list of arrests coming out of City Hall, especially when it comes to the fact that if someone gets picked up and I have a union involved, it's not even an arrest yet.
Right.
It's an investigation. Okay. Someone was arrested, and we had to be very tactical about how to fire that person, rather than doing a press release, violating union rules and contracts and everything else, and then all of a sudden I have a lawsuit.
An arrest, though.
No, hang on a second.
An arrest, those union rules do not apply. If somebody's arrested,
but
it's public record.
I don't even understand how to explain why an arrest wasn't released when people were picked up. First of all, what happened what he's talking about right now wasn't an arrest. When that happened, it wasn't an arrest.
Okay.
That's why this whole thing happened the way it happened. It was part of a sting operation. Okay, there was an active investigation of multiple drug situations going on. It wasn't releasable when it happened because it was literally, there was a CI involved. There was all kinds of things going on with this. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You're talking to the most open mayor that we've had in years. And here's the other thing. We publicly go after people left and right. You see it all the time. And do those people still work for the city over the years?
Can I answer that? I was at a quiz. I would say no.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm saying they end up working for the city because instead of doing what needs to be done to actually make sure people who shouldn't work for us don't, we're more concerned with making some splash in the radio instead of doing the work that needed to be done to make sure someone who was doing something on company time should never work for the city.
Larry, does that, and by the way, this was not, I didn't know Larry was even calling in about this.
No,
So.
it's fine.
Larry,
and I like getting fired up about this stuff because I'm making sure this stuff doesn't go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm trying to tell you is when the United County employee got arrested, it was all over the news. But I just want to thank Lance from Lee because he's on top of things.
Well, we'll thank Lance and Lee.
I think Lance and Lee should start focusing on Herkimer County because nothing happens if you get in trouble there.
Weeks later, we had another arrest of a city employee. It was all over the news, completely. That's my point. Like this is
yes, Larry.
Bill, if Lance and Lee doesn't bring that one up for the codes officer, we would never have known about it to this day. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I'm not sure that that's true. We'll never know, though, right?
Yeah, we were also dealing with officer-involved shootings, youth violence. You got listen. The news reports, and there's only so much time.
Captain Kelly is sitting over there saying, "What about me? Why is this happening?
What have I got? Why don't we get back to the fact that
Larry,
we are raising money for
the
Salvation Army?
I'm already being yelled at on the Herkimer County line. Come on, I was joking. It was a joke.
It's fine.
It was a joke. Who cares about Kmart?
And that's a big difference. I think there's a big
Why would
difference
anybody
between
care?
a one-time arrest of a county employee and then what you're saying, if that's the case, that's part of a larger investigation. That
Let the mayor defend himself. You don't have to defend.
Well, it's not just that, but I spoke to the news about it. It didn't get
Larry
reported.
seems to not be. He seems
Let's
to be
bring
confused.
it down. Let's bring it down.
Yeah.
We are scaring Captain Kelly.
Yeah,
Okay.
Captain Kelly's like, what?
Bring it down. I have one more. Somebody asked me a little earlier, what's going on with Stefan? We haven't heard from him. We want his opinion on the Mets just quickly. And it just so happens he's here to speak to the mayor. One more, Stefan Rubitsky, a city resident.
Yes.
You're on with your mayor. Good morning.
Stefan, what's going on?
Well, hello, Mayor Galimi.
And hello, Stefan.
And do you have anything that's going to go on to fill the gap for Christmas on Main Street?
The city does not in particular. Christmas on Main Street is an organization that decided not to run that this year. However, we are working with different people who are interested in doing things, but I cannot announce that at this time. But I know a permit came in for carriage rides, like horse-drawn carriage rides.
That would be really cool.
So
that would be nice.
Stay tuned.
All right, Stefan, thank you. You're okay.
Yes,
all is
thank
good.
you, Mayor Galimi.
People asking about you. All is good.
Yes, it is, and that was a great Buffalo game.
Yeah, it was.
And the Bills make me want to shout.
Yeah, they do. and finally, do the Mets pay way too much for Juan Soto? What do you think?
I'm hearing some other clubs might offer him a better deal, such as the Red Sox. So I don't know at this point.
And does Pete Alonso stay?
I think Pete Alonso will stay if they don't get Soto.
Okay. All right. Have a great day, Stefan. Thank you.
Bye, Bill.
He's a genius when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, he is.
It's incredible.
He knows what's going on.
Okay, so please give some attention to Captain Kelly at Salvation Army.
Absolutely.
Great event coming up. Obviously, the Red Kettle campaign you'll be kicking off. If someone wants to go to the dinner, what do they need to do?
All you need to do is go to tinyurl.com/Utica Mayor Dinner. It's the Red Kettle Kickoff. It's 5:30 on the 25th. That's the Monday before Thanksgiving at Nostro. And listen, all these donations stay local because that's what we're doing. Thank you.
And I want to say one other thing. The movie A Christmas Letter, I did say probably not going to win a Grammy or an Oscar. I should say this, not going to win an Oscar, but it was really good. And I thought it was great to see Utica and surrounding areas on the silver screen. It was really something special.
The movie was extremely fun. The cast was phenomenal. They were here for the premiere at the Stanley, and it's something else we worked on for years and years and years. It's the Film Commission. Okay, and it's the ability for Utica, New York to support the making of a film. You think about what went on, that whole tennis scene. If someone watched the movie and you remember the tennis scene or you're going to watch it, that was all done on the Stanley stage. So it's another notch in the belt of our resume for doing real work here in the film industry.
That tennis scene was on...
It was on the Stanley stage.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The only thing I was bothered by is you didn't get to see the house explode.
Right.
I mean, there should have been. I mean, with CGI, why couldn't we create a house exploding? Right? I wanted to see that.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was wonderful.
No, it's a good time.
And then, Captain Kelly, if you could tell everybody the importance of what you do, and this is a long-standing tradition, the Red Kettle campaign.
Yeah, the Red Kettle campaign is our biggest fundraiser for the year. It basically helps fund everything we do, our soup kitchen, our food pantry, our after-school programs, covers transporting the children back and forth to the different programs, purchasing the food to provide the meals for our soup kitchen guests and our after-school programs. If you pass by a kettle today, from now until Christmas, consider putting even $1 or your loose change. We often say change helps us change lives.
Yeah.
And it all adds up quickly. So any little bit of help would be appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Gotta go. Killmeat and then news, or news before, next.
Black Friday is on at Mattress Express. It's time to save, and that includes at our new store in Auburn in the Tractor Supply Plaza, largest bedding store in the Finger Lakes, if not New York State. Listen to this. On select sets, Purple, save up to $1,000. Puffy, $1,350. Tempur-Pedic, $500. Sealy, $400. Stearns & Foster, $800. 5 years to pay for anything in the store with no money down for qualified buyers, as well as no credit check payment plans. That includes massage chairs. Great Christmas gift, hint, hint. How about the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort? Before you buy a bed, you can make softer, firm. Shop ours. 25-year warranty, reversible cover, cool for summer, warm for winter. The Flex Head option in king or queen. 5 years, no interest, no money down for qualified buyers, and a $1,000 prepaid Visa card. Go to mattressexpressny.com for locations. Call 1-800-NEW-BEDS and check out our new store in Auburn in the Tractor Supply Plaza.
Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair, your trusted tire experts. Throughout the entire month of November, take $100 off instantly on any 4 installed Bridgestone or Firestone tires, including popular winter tires like the Firestone Winter Force and the Bridgestone Blizzak. Whether you're in Utica, Yorkville, Rome, or Herkimer, their team of professionals is ready to serve you. Schedule your appointment today online at TallmansTire.com. Tallman's Tire and Auto Repair. Get the best tires for your vehicle at unbeatable prices guaranteed.
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Call 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418, 800-215-2418.
We're your neighbors, friends, and your family. We care about our community, your business, and most important, you.
We support charities like the United Way, McMahon Ryan Child Advocacy Center. We are the members of IBW Local 43 and NECA Contractors. You don't just see our work, you live it. From the JMA Wireless Dome, hospitals, schools, and city buildings, the IBEW is part of the community.
Central New York's future is bright, and the IBEW Local 43 and NECA will continue to help light, power, and grow Central New York.
Now through 9 p.m. Friday, stock up for Thanksgiving and save big during the case sale at Bremer's Wine and Liquor. Mix and match your own case of wine and save an unbelievable 20%. That's right. Choose any wine,